gathered throng. It is I, your friend Jerford K. Horkims. I am joined by a robust salad bar of personages here on this sponsored stream for Frostkeep Studios Rend. Now, over on the far right portion of the couch, Patrick Groom, you may know him better as 2PA or 2Beppa on the Twitch, on the Twitcher, for lack of a better term. He attempts to do his best to wrangle our social media empire. To his left is Jake, who is a designer on Rend, so he will almost certainly know things about it that we don't. To Jake's left is Jeremy, who is the CEO of Frostkeep Studios and thought that this was all a good idea to do. All right, so you're gonna have to make this case.
All right.
To us, we have the hard questions here.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you what I see so far. We see this pig that has a skin condition.
Yes. I mean, you have to know the weak ones from the strong ones.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a good pig.
Oh, you should also know. Oh, this is Kiko. Looks marvelous. You should also know that Kiko is here digitally, as is Dabe. And most of what we've done so far is interact with this pig. But I saw.
Oh, and punch each other.
But I saw. Yeah, I saw somebody down here who has mastered the secret of fire. Wow. And they also have some kind of crystal axe. So why don't you hook me up a little bit with some of the Rend basics? I understand that this is a product that exists in the survival fetishist sort of genre, right? So what I know about that is that I've already become very hungry. Well, even just in the time we've stayed here,
I mean, that pig looked really tasty.
Oh yeah, he looked juicy, except for those cysts.
Well, you don't need his skin. That's just weird. So yeah, this is a survival game. We're trying to do something a little different, where we're making it a competitive team-based survival game. So all you people have this fancy glowy tattoo on your back and on your arm, so that you know that you're on the same team.
He's cutting down.
Yes,
trees?
He's cutting down trees. He's got an axe.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to get an axe...
I do, very much.
So if you hit C, you'll see your...
If you say C, you'll get an axe.
You'll get an axe. It's just magic.
Tech tree.
Yeah, so if you click on where it says basic survival there, a little lower... a little lower, the other basic survival.
Yeah.
A little higher. A little lower. A little lower. There you go.
Oh, even beyond.
Yeah, so it is actually trees.
A full tree. And I need trees in order to do it.
It's really meta. It'll blow your mind.
Is that you, Jake?
That is not me, actually.
Okay. Is that you putting that in there? All right, so this is the spirit hatchet. Is that what he was swinging over there?
Yes. Yeah, that's why it was glowy. There's lots of spiritual, mystical kind of stuff in here. It helps us, use things like color that the survival genre really needs.
It sneaks up in there.
So you need some sticks and some twine. So
I'm gonna get them.
Go for it. I'm sure you can do this.
What is the get stuff button?
Just left click on things. So when you can harvest something, you can see your crosshair turns from a dot into the actual crosshair.
Okay.
That means you can interact with it with your left click.
All
so
right.
you're getting some melons, which you can eat. They're not the most nutritional thing in the world, but it's better than starving. There you go. You got a stick.
Okay. I hoped that I would be able to secure a stick. Oh, so the stick. I don't have to crawl around on my hands and knees and try to find the stick.
Right.
The stick went right in.
Yeah, you just grabbed it right off the tree, and the tree fell apart because it was so shocked.
Can I talk to you about how gross these bugs are?
Oh, floating around. Yeah.
At night they glow.
Well,
if that makes it better.
I think it does.
Okay.
All right, so this has already been sticked.
That's just a
that.
stick remnant.
And no, so I need.
So you need 2 more sticks.
2 more and some fiber twine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fiber twine you're gonna get from the big green bushes, not the melons that you were harvesting earlier.
These ones?
Yeah.
So the big
that's
bushy.
Oh yeah, like so.
Yeah. So you'll get twine off of these.
The one that he has.
They're also tangling you up with tangled vines, so it's dangerous to grab these on the run if a cystic pig is chasing you.
Right. A pig with a condition.
But the pig's not.
Right. So I got raw fiber.
So
for
now you
days.
have lots of fiber, and you got your sticks. Now you got to do is put everything together, so you can make some twine.
I have fiber and
fiber twine is there.
There you go. Now you can make
your
hatchet. And there it goes. All right. So close this, and if you hold, it's automatically equipped for you.
Oh, great.
If you hold Q, you'll get your tool menu. Grab your axe, and now you can effectively.
Dude, hold on. Okay, hold on. I just want everybody to take a look at what's going on my screen. So I have just beat up a bush. I have finally gotten some tools. I finally have a semblance of shit. I'm still in my underpants.
Kiko's a
Kiko is a CEO. He's founded a company. Kiko is Elon Musk, and I am the opposite of that.
Ding.
That's actually your person already.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. So anything that's in your
So
inventory
your
will be on that
if
left
you use
side.
your axe on
Anything that's
those,
equipped
it
for your
actually
character's
works.
on
So
the
you want
right.
to put your if you put your axe away, you do that, or you can just hit X either way. So you can get some melons here. These will give you a little bit of food and water. But ultimately, you need to figure out how to.
Oh.
What is
This
going on?
motherfucker's
An animal?
This
Wow.
motherfucker's riding around on
Somebody
a boar
is
or
just
some
showing
shit.
up.
All right.
Right.
Come here, friend pig.
So now that you have a tool,
Yeah.
if you left click, you'll get sticks. If you right click, you'll get logs. So every tool has different ways, so you can kind of personalize what you're trying to get off
It's
of those things.
the side chop.
Yeah.
And once it's down,
overhand
it's
and
down.
underhand.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I'm finding
there
the
you go.
killing stuff
So now you can
abilities
get-
of this very bad.
Logs, which are a little heavier than sticks, but you need them for different things.
Right.
So yeah, that crafting tree will give you an idea of kind of the things you should be looking for
To do.
early on. That's why it's called basic survival.
Yep. So spirit mallet.
Yeah, so you've unlocked the ability to make the spirit mallet, a simple bow, and some clothes. So maybe you can keep up with the Joneses a little bit.
So basic survival, is that where I would find pumpkin spice,
Lattes.
John Mayer albums?
That goes beyond basic survival. I mean,
Okay.
basic survival is just living. But
Okay.
if you want to make life worth living, that's where you get the other things.
That makes sense.
All right. So I got some fiber twine. See, this is where. See,
You
this
need
is
lots of fiber for those things.
Yeah. So this is why Kiko looks like $1 million.
I would like some clothing.
The hell's going on back
Oh,
here?
somebody got a wolf. Oh, man.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Is it a good idea or a bad idea?
It's probably a bad idea.
It's
Okay.
a good idea to let other people die to
Yeah.
the wolf.
So I would like some trousers.
So you're gonna have to craft the basic survival
Fuck!
ones first. So if you go back to
Basic
the top
survival
of
ones.
basic survival, and then on the right side of it.
I don't want any part of that.
No, that's,
Raw fiber
that's a bad
twine,
situation.
Yeah, and
That's
No,
a ridiculous
bad.
amount of raw fiber. I've never
Oh,
seen
looks like you
one.
took him down.
Yeah,
Success.
Dave. I feel like that is the sort of thing that
more-
nature will
More than I've
resolve.
ever had in my
I
life.
agree.
So you have to use
always
your.
finds a way.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
use
use
an
my
axe. Yeah, you have to use your
To kill
until you make a
the
sickle.
stupid.
All right, so
So I need tons of fucking twine at
yeah,
this point.
so there's a tool for getting more twine.
What?
Here, but you need more twine to unlock that tool. So it's a little bit of catch-22. Go click on the tree again.
Yeah.
Down, left, up. There you go. There's a spirit sickle. But to unlock that, you need to get your rough reed shirt, which is just above it. And
I
so-
see.
Got some
It's
flint.
like it's a personal tree.
Yes, it is personal for you. There is also a technology tree that is shared between the entire faction.
All right. So
but you have to earn your own ability to craft things too.
right. So the first thing I need to be doing at this point is hooking up with a ton of twine.
Yeah.
Right.
Your axe won't get it.
Oh no!
you gotta do-
Oh, fear not, sir.
Oh, you got this.
I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I see
so
getting
hungry,
this
y'all.
twine. Yeah.
So you see these big cairn stones around. This actually delineates a kind of a safe area for starting players. If the other faction tries to come in here and kill you, they're gonna have a really tough time. Is it a big like damage thing that goes on?
Yeah, it's not really a damage thing. So what happens is if you're in the starter zone and enemy players come to try and camp you in the starter zone, we have a thing of like a thorn aura. So if I do 50 damage to you, I also do 50 damage to myself. It's basically an anti-camping mechanic just for the early players. It's like you just started playing the game and somebody's like over there trying to kill you already. We wanted to try and prevent that a little bit.
My preference would be that I have that thorn thing, but my enemies do not, and that the game is unfair in that way. Have
All you have to do is
considered
stay in this
making it
one little
that
area.
way?
Yeah. That's all you gotta do. Just never leave.
Okay. But I should be able to go to where they are born
Yeah.
and massacre them.
Oh yeah.
That-
Just smash
without-
them on rocks.
There
But
should be,
just you.
they should have, there should be no recourse for them.
Okay. Well, I'll write that one down.
I know it's still in development, so these kind of suggestions are very useful.
Yes.
But there's also a situation here where maybe there's a possibility for a strictly Patrick faction.
Yes, just a faction called Patrick would
Who's
be.
breaking open entire rocks?
Fuck around.
Wow, look at that.
Is that
There's a
you?
spirit portal over there.
Yeah, spirit portal open too.
I'm getting flip a flint.
Fine.
Oh, see, I need to know about Flint. I just thought it was a
Yeah,
town.
you gotta underhand swang on them rocks.
I see. Well, here. So now that I have got this type of shit,
Oh, you can make your shirt. Can you make your shirt yet?
You
Oh,
still
pretty
need
close.
some-
Oh, you just need
I am-
a few twine.
I
and
need
you're good.
tons of twine.
I'm very much avec shirt, and I now have boots. So I'm making you look
And it'll
pretty
auto-equip?
bad now. Look at me.
Yeah, once you make it, as long as you aren't already wearing a shirt.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm
There
naked
you
as a-
go.
I'm naked as a
You got little crop
jaybird.
top thing going on there. You look good.
I look
Now
exactly
Look
right.
at me now. I'm flicking my hair. I don't care. I don't give a gosh.
There's a shoe situation.
Yeah.
So the spirit sickle harvests twine better?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Fiber?
yeah.
Okay.
Any of the plants you can use this
fiber
the sickle
upon
for.
fiber upon fiber.
Right.
So is
And it
sickle
has,
what I need
if
next?
you want lots of fiber, you want to right click. If you
you'll
want
actually have
the
to make a hammer to make the sickle.
if you want the main ingredient, then you
Is that a mallet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
one
so
wood log,
clothed.
which is
So
going to be
I am
right
looking-
with your axe on the tree.
like a
Just left to, like,
million
right-click it
bucks.
So
It's a stump. It's already.
I was going to show
you're a
Dave
stump.
that I look amazing. The best part is that he's running around with
he's got a
he's
got
got
a
the
sickle.
spirit sickle, and he's going.
Yeah.
So you can use that for harvesting fruit too.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
me.
damn!
Now,
Yeah,
Kiko
you'll get way more than you will with your bare hands.
Yeah.
If you don't think
you
about
use a
it, it
tool?
kind of makes sense.
Okay.
Kiko just passed me in an M1 Abrams tank. So
I didn't know you got that in, Jake.
That's replaced his
Respawn.
entire body.
yeah, he seems to be wearing some kind of
no.
super soldier mech
No,
suit.
for him, it'd be like an M1 Abrams tank that transforms into a battle robot.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So spirit sickle. I need some rough. I need that rough wood stick,
You also need flint. That means breaking rocks, which means
which
you're
means I
gonna
need
use your
that
mallet.
hammer.
Yeah.
Mallet time.
Which you're ready to go. You need some twine.
Oh, I
So
can do.
now you mentioned that.
There you
Okay,
go.
so how do I tell whether I should be right clicking or left clicking? It's just experimentation.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of experimentation, but generally how they're all set up is left click on trees will always be
also
sticks
dying.
of some sort.
I believe.
need
You are
water.
dehydrated.
You should probably
There's
get
a
some
lake.
berries.
Ue le water.
Yeah.
You
I don't know
have
how
any
you're
berries.
so dehydrated.
This is terrible.
Jerry,
Can I,
you're fine.
can I be a melon guy? I'm certain I have melons.
Patrick,
They
there's a-
probably decayed because you have
Pat-
rotten fruit.
Oh, there's some water right there. Look
Patrick,
at that.
there's some water right here,
Can I
Patrick.
hit it?
Yeah, you
Oh,
hit the water with your
Press-
hammer. That's how you drink.
Yeah. Just like, yeah, no, that's how I do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not judging.
We get through a lot of growlers.
So yeah, with
go.
resources, they're all set up relatively the same.
So
So,
holy
if
shit.
you're left clicking a tree, you'll always get sticks. If you're right clicking, you'll always get logs.
The
Same
tool
thing
harvest
with
is big.
stones
Yeah.
and plants. Generally, the primary is always left, the secondary is always right.
So
I got picks.
our
sickles.
hated foes,
Yes.
the other two factions,
Yes.
they can roll. I didn't know if it was going to. Did you ever play Daok back in the day?
Of course.
Yeah, right. I mean, that was in there. It was in your mind somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the three factions work so well for Dark Age, as well as, Planet Side did it too. And it's so much
Oh,
more interesting
yes.
than two, right? There's
Definitely.
so much Machiavellian
There's
stuff
always
that comes out.
there's always the flank
Exactly.
potential, right?
Yes. And like I said, this is a competitive team-based game. So it's not just kill them because they're the enemy. You're actually trying to win. This game has a victory condition that you're going for.
What
you
the
can hop in there. That's the spirit world.
So is this intended to be, does a game usually have a defined
There's a spirit frame
period of
over
time? This isn't something where, or would I be living an alternate life?
there.
in here forever.
It's up to you. We won't
Okay.
judge.
Shoot this wolf with me, my friends.
But there is an end. So you're in the spirit world now, where you'll start to find these spirit creatures.
So Jerry's
Killing it
ascended.
isn't going to do you much,
He's
but
crossed
you can
over
actually
to the
make special ammo that you can use.
Is that because he's dead?
to
No,
tame
so
things
there's actually
in
a
the spirit
portal that
world.
randomly spawns.
So that's
throughout
how
the
you
world.
that's how
That'll
you
probably
get
over
pets
there.
and mounts. Is
I
you have
don't
to
know exactly
you have
where
to send them to the
that
spirit
will
world and then go in here and survive
But
long
they
enough to
randomly
take
spawn,
them
and
out.
That's how you tame creatures.
But you're starting to get
this
spirit sickness
sickle.
because you're not very good at living in the spirit
Seeing
world
it
yet.
You might want different gear.
Yes, there's different talent specs that you can do that would be better or worse in the spirit world as well.
Did not notice that.
That is the Shattered Ruins of Asgard. So
Yeah,
we're
clearly.
roughly based on a little bit of Norse inspiration.
Yeah.
The big tree over there is Yggdrasil.
Oh
the
yeah.
idea is
the
that,
world ash.
Yeah, the Ragnarok happened and the good guys lost, like they always
Spoilers.
do. And you're on a floating chunk of Midgard that's held together by the World Tree, and it's been turned into a proving ground where these factions are pitted against each other to earn their way towards ascension into the next generation of the Pantheon. And so that's why you're killing each other. It's good to have a reason, so it's not just because you're a jerk.
Exactly.
So what should I do now? I'm replete with tools.
Look at that.
I have pants.
Do you have a weapon?
Press and hold E for weapon. You have
You
not
don't have
active
any
weapon.
Okay, time
So-
for it's
so-
get a weapon time.
Left side of there you go. Simple bow.
You
So
got a
you need
simple
some more
bow?
twine.
Yeah.
All right, now
Always need twine.
this is the next thing. So
I
we need
actually
an
really
even
like
twine.
this UI. It's much
I need more
clearer
sticks.
than in most of these games.
Yep.
In terms of just, I
And then you'll
can
need
pretty
lots of
easily
arrows.
tell
Oh,
what comes
definitely.
next.
Right, that was kind of the
Oh, so
idea.
you-
It
so
helps
now
too
you
later
sticks for
on.
days.
We have it
Yeah,
set
you'll
up
need
to
lots
where
of sticks.
you'll have to craft certain things to unlock other things.
And,
So you'll have to craft like say 1,000 roughwood arrows to unlock a hardwood arrow. Kind of thing. So it adds some sort of progression. You don't need that many torches. Oh, you only made one. Never mind.
Okay. And then I can get sticks
I'm
even from a
making
large tree.
arrows,
Yes,
yeah.
but- yep. Can do.
So you get.
Oh, you give your shit. Just
Look at that.
He's a gruntling. Oh, but but I just want to love him.
All right.
But murder will do, you know.
Hey, friend update.
It's always one or the other with me.
Food oh, you ate raw meat, I see.
I did eat raw meat. I killed a wolf.
I feel like I want to subscribe to your character's Instagram. I want
You
these.
know I grabbed that.
I want
Slice.
those. I want those intestinal updates.
I just realized that I can't actually hear Dave or Kiko.
Ah.
I was unaware that they were talking, and now I feel excluded.
I can hear them, Patrick, and they're just dropping gold. Okay.
All right, so you notice the first time you make this bow, you're trying to make a simple bow.
Indeed.
You actually get a flimsy bow.
Spark
you
of genius.
Yeah, you're also apparently a genius. But so each one of our recipes can actually have, kind of failure cases where you make a weak version, your normal cases where you make the normal version, and then crit cases where you make the better version. A lot of times you have to unlock that by
love
mastering
that.
that recipe.
No, I love that type of shit.
I thought
Like I love that
had
type of
ribs.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
and so-
I'm always the
Or
dude.
it's
Did you
on
play
your hotbar.
Ashron's
bottom
Call?
there.
Back in the
Yeah,
day, like way back. So I was that motherfucker
Oh, you turned it
who,
off. It's already
like
on.
my entire bag, like to the encumbrance level, was just pots and pans, and like cooking shit. Like I am. Anytime I see a twist on some kind of crafting system, I go hog wild. I thought Warhammer Age of Reckoning had some really whacked out
did.
shit with seeds, especially.
Yeah. Yeah, so we come from the MMO space as developers, most of us.
Yeah.
So we totally get into all that kind of stuff. So like you saw that you've been looking at the basic survival crafting tree.
Yeah.
There's, how many trees are there at this point?
There's a taming
a
tools
lot.
tree.
There's a ton.
It's in the hundreds, right? At least 100?
Probably 100.
Yeah. So there's a lot of these trees. Most of them are much more difficult to get down than this one.
Now, I'm gonna click on these rough arrows.
Yeah.
Get ready. You're gonna notice something very interesting.
Yeah, you're skilling up.
Yeah. So that ring around it
Yeah.
indicates like my proficiency with that
Yep.
on the way down to the rest of them.
Yeah.
And this seems like it has.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
actually
there's
a second
It's a
layer.
little subtle right now. There's,
Right.
There's becoming skilled with it is the first layer, and then becoming mastered with it is the second.
There we go. So I keep
Now that you've mastered
I
it,
keep
you'll-
cracking out these flimsy ass bows.
Now that you've mastered it, you're guaranteed to make an actual bow.
So I have a chap here called Theghost, who has brought ruin upon this camp, and now there's
He's just trying to help you
pigs
guys
everywhere.
out.
Okay. Well, I think I know.
Now,
Oh,
why
boy.
has that
I
person
need that
got a
twin.
pig to ride, which is all I've ever wanted?
They
Well,
probably
so
tamed it.
if you guys eventually make your way towards the faction base, you'll be able to do a lot more. Oh man, you guys are in trouble.
Yeah, that's what makes it.
Well,
it's a hard fight.
I blame Theghost who brought this to us.
He's showing off, I
I
think.
think it's the ghost. Oh, your bow broke.
Oh, look at that. That's
You
what
gotta-
happens
you
when you
have
make
to
a
craft
flimsy
another
bow.
one.
All right. So let's see. So the UI knows.
So
thing.
Q is tools and
Was
E is
ever
weapons. So you have your two flimsy bows equipped. So you want to swap one of those flimsy bows. So
Oh,
go to your
hell
inventory.
yeah. Totally. So
swap the
that's
flimsy
these
one.
here.
Yeah. You can just throw those on the ground. Those are useless.
Yeah, they're trash, right?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah, use your axe on the base.
There you go. And now you're set. So with a bow, you hold right click to draw, and then left click to fire. And that tree has no idea what it's got coming to it.
Can you pick up arrows?
Right now you can't.
So by
One never
cool,
knows.
by making a flimsy bow, will I become able to make less flimsy bows?
Indeed, indeed. That's the process you are about to experience. You can see our friend Dave
left
here
click for sticks. Right click for
running wild on the countryside. So it's time for me to start drinking and eating.
Yeah, so if you move towards the tree,
This tree?
yeah, the world tree there, you'll
Yggdrasil.
find a big lake.
Okay.
Sometimes there's a wolf that's kind of guarding it, so you got to be a little careful. You can find little ponds here and there, but they get dried up as people drink from them. So, and if you're desperate in the short term, you can pull out your sickle and get some melons. Oh, look, level up.
I level up off a melon.
So you got melons there on your hot bars.
I'm dying
I-
again.
One. A
Oh,
couple
the one.
times.
Your melons.
It's a very fancy
Do I
font.
learn my melon?
Oh, you have.
So yeah, if you just drink all those, you get a little bit,
good.
enough so that you won't die. I
Um,
think there's a wolf
so
growling
that's
at
Yeah,
you.
you're not kidding.
making
That
me
was scary.
more
Yes.
of a good eat boy.
Yeah. You can also drag and drop that onto your hotbar and just press the key associated.
If you see
to
a
it
wolf,
instead
I
of-
would run.
Blam, so I can speed.
Oh, yeah,
There we go.
Run
There
back
is-
towards the guys with the gear.
There he is.
Oh, he's
All
over
right,
there.
so I am
of course,
now-
He's
I have another
patrolling
flimsy
the
bow.
lake.
Yeah, so if you craft one more bow,
But I
it'll
want-
be a simple bow. 'cause
Yeah,
you-
real-
you wanna go
unlock
skirt
the
around
bow
him a
when
little
you
bit.
Now I'm gonna go and punish Theghost for his insolence.
Uh-oh, we got intra-faction PvP going on now. Oh, that's...
This
oh, that guy's a
motherfucker's
pet wolf.
riding a wolf around.
And now he's... Oh, see? He tamed a pet, and so now the pet's helping him in combat.
Okay, I thought that he had ridden the wolf around.
Yeah, he can hop on it, too.
But then I thought he had shot it, and I was like,
Yeah, that would
who
be
is
really
this
cool.
asshole?
How do I make wolf? Come here, wolf friend. No, get away. Is that Theghost again? Has he stolen my wolf?
Dude, listen,
show
you,
off.
the
you
wolf
need
that is my birthright.
you need to find a way to deal with your Theghost issues. It comes up a lot. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just one of the things where you mention it too much is clearly like that it's a thing. What's
Yeah.
the get on
Oh,
wolf
you see
button?
a
You
wisp
can't
over
ride
here.
someone else's
Are
bow,
wisps cool?
unfortunately.
If you pull out a
what
tool,
if
you
I
can
can
harvest
hide
it.
it?
Where are my friends at?
There you go. So you got a little bar over there above your weight bar. That's your spirit bar.
I do.
So those are actually the victory condition for the. Uh-oh, bad pig. You should probably run.
Agreed.
Run to the right a little bit. If you get in those shields, they can't chase you. That's
a long
that's
run,
the
though.
faction base.
I
Yeah,
gotta
the
stop
pig will
running
get
all the
bored by
time.
then.
I'm impatient.
Shields.
Although I'm going to run some more.
Yeah,
There's some more
so
nearby. And I
this
should get
is
to it.
where your faction has its protected area. You have some pre-built buildings in there to kind of guide you as you work through technology trees and things like that. That's your base of operations. There you go. You found water. Just tap it. There you go. Now you're not
Careful of that.
starving, or you're
There
not
you
dehydrating to death.
Exactly. So now my new thing is that I'm hungry as hell
Yeah.
and hurt.
The best way to do that is going to be to
Eat a pig?
Eat a pig, but hopefully cook it first. You can get by
I
melons in short
recommend
term.
cooking.
Oh wow!
Tavern, what the?
So it has begun.
You don't want it with me, okay? Like, you're a weird person. I don't want to
This
say
is how
it.
I make friends.
Is it?
Yes, I'm not saying it's going great, but I've got a strategy and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, so your stone cutting skilled up. So you have your regular levels.
Yeah.
And you have skills that can all level up individually as well. That's actually not a wisp. That's just
Oh.
a very glowy, creepy bug.
How about this?
That one's
That one's a wisp.
Looking real wispy.
You got to get him right on the dot
You
cursor
come here.
there. There
I'm
you
now
go.
replete with crumble stone.
And
I got more crumble stone literally than I
Yeah.
know what to do with.
that guy's tough.
Kiko, I
What
can lead
now?
your
There you
If
go.
I were to get some tensile
That's the final
vine
boss.
and
No,
some
Dross
you just
yeah.
beat the
You'd
game.
be able to make
Sorry, that's the end of the
a,
stream, guys.
construction
Here, so
which you'll use
let's
to
talk
make
about
this.
survival.
would
In
one
here somewhere, there's going to
find
be fire.
Campfire right there.
tensile
right?
vine?
Yep.
I need log,
Big
crumblestone.
bushes.
Yeah.
Right
Crumblestone
click
is
the
left
circle.
click on the.
It's a
It
rare
is
drop,
indeed,
though.
and I
Yeah,
have
so-
I have a
How
way to
rare
get a
is
bunch
rare?
of them.
Like,
So.
what,
Yeah.
what are we talking about here?
You can also use other
Like-
people's fires that they have laying around, but it
One
feels
in
better to do it
5
yourself.
maybe?
Yeah.
Well, I've hit this 5 times.
Well, 1 in
which
5 full
use-
bushes.
Using maths means that I should have been guaranteed.
Yes.
So now I kill a pig.
How many arrows do you have? 19 probably be enough.
Maybe. Let's see. Why
How
not?
far down
I know
the
how to
tech
make more.
tree
Yeah.
is have a pig friend?
It's through research more than the tech tree.
It's probably researched if they
But
already
it's already researched because they're running around on them. So we just need to get you over to the faction base, and then you can craft the materials required.
There you go.
I feel bad. I feel like I
You hit
shot
your
his.
spot.
You hit his crit spot there. You see that?
Yeah, that's yucky, guys. That's profane.
All right, now if you pull out any tool you like, left click will get you meat, right click will get you leather.
There you go. I got a tensile vine.
So
Now
you got
you're
your
all
boar ribs.
safe.
They're in your action bar there, so you can eat them, but it's
Now
a
I need
bad
some
idea.
dross metal.
Yeah.
Now,
So
if you drop a campfire down,
Now, what does metal look like? It doesn't look like any of
It
this.
doesn't look like the stone. It's actually towards more the back than the side. Yeah, so if you head straight like that, go a little bit.
you also have a bloody backpack debuff on you, so wolves will be able to smell you farther away because you have.
because of raw meat.
Yes.
Okay, so now that I have made the
Okay, so
campfire,
that's number 2 there. So you hit that. Put a little clip. There you
A little
go.
bit more left, actually.
here.
Yep. Drop it down.
Oh, it has to be green.
Yeah.
Press F to open.
Yep. And so it says it's out of fuel. Fortunately, we preload it with a couple logs, so you can
Yep,
drag
yep.
them into the fuel area to the left there.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have fuel, and then you just grab your meat from your action bar, stick it in the inventory,
Oh, it's rust
and
style.
yeah, turn it on, and it'll start cooking for you. The campfires are pretty simplistic. They just cook whatever meat they can find. Later on, you can build ovens and things to do more fancy cooking
Smoking.
with. Oh yes.
Yeah.
And curing.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. If you you'll get some salt off of the rocks, and you can use that to cure meat.
Oh, so it's gonna take this a little while to go.
It's almost done. It's got the one now, and the second one's probably getting close to done.
Oh, so poorly cooked is just an
It just means
example
that you're
of
not
me
very good at cooking yet.
starting out.
Yes. So you can grab those, put them on your bar, and then you'll be able to eat them.
So that's what metal
So you
looks
hit
like.
one, now you're feasting, so your health, you see your hunger meter going up there.
I don't know.
No, tell me about the campfire's warmth.
So
Is there
it's
a way for
fire.
me to like alt over this?
Let's see. So
you
the
go.
little red bar over there is your heat meter.
Yeah.
So you know, being near a campfire in this place is fine. It keeps you a little warm. If you're in a hot place, you probably don't want to stand next to a campfire, and if you're in a cold place, you might have to
Can I
stand
look
next to a
behind me?
campfire.
Just to maintain.
Yes, unless you're properly geared and all that kind of stuff.
You can hear them though.
Oh, it also makes some
don't have
charcoal
any
for you, which
sound.
is another
really?
ingredient.
Yeah.
Magic.
Oh shit.
That won't go on your action bar though. You
Yeah,
just
you
hit
better
T. If you
run.
mouse over it and hit T, it'll just transfer it.
So
Cheating.
there was
Okay,
a
now,
metal node like right
I saw something in my
there.
inventory.
Use the pick for that one.
I feel like I'm asking my doctor about something that I found like on my
Is this
body.
dangerous?
I think I just punched a firefly until it exploded.
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
wisp.
That's a wisp. You
Yeah,
can
so we
you can
started talking
harvest
about that a
them.
little bit. Those are part of the victory condition for the game.
Really?
So, yeah, as you gather all these spirits up, you take them to your faction base. There's a divinity stone right in the center of it. You deposit those wisps in there, and you're basically trying to fill that thing up. And you're fighting with the other factions. You can take theirs away from them and all that kind of stuff. And ultimately, one faction will fill it up first, and they win the game. So I mean, most of it's not just walking around harvesting
Wild.
wisps. You get a lot of it in PvE. You get a lot of it in PvP.
Yeah,
you get a
it's
lot
a-
of it in exploration.
It's a sub-currency.
Yeah, basically.
I got some Spark of Genius invention.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
yeah. See, so I had gotten some of that too. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you about that. So like the wisps, like the spirit energy, is this some other?
Yeah, so these things are used for technology research. If you make it to the faction base, you'll be able to use those to start researching new technology.
Is that it right there?
Yeah.
But is it okay to go over there?
Yeah. So that green shield, since you are conclave, which is green, means
Yeah.
you can walk right through it.
He'll kill you.
Oh, he's mad. Okay.
But the other factions can't get through it. So your faction base is safe from base raiding. They can't kill that thing at 4 o'clock in the morning. So what we do is we do want people to be able to attack each other's bases.
be bad.
We pre-schedule events called the Reckoning. And so when you log into a server, it'll tell you, oh, we have reckonings, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m.
No,
And that means
is that settable?
It's settable per server. If you run your own private server, you can set it to whatever you want.
Right.
But when we make official servers, we'll just put a lot of different schedules up there so people can find one they like.
Yeah.
But then what happens is that event starts, your shields drop down, And that's when we spawn a bunch of these big bad boss monsters called the Lost. And they're gonna come, try to take your base out. And you have this really cool PvE kind of castle defense moment.
Okay, so there is another AI faction on top of the 3-player factions.
Yes, and they hate all of you. But once you fight those guys off, your shields have to recharge for a few hours. And that's when the factions go at it. And so you're not just attacking empty bases, you're having to fight against fortified positions and defend your fortified positions. And it's really fun, like 20 on 20 big siege battles. It's an awesome way to kind of spice up your usual survival game activity. Yeah, that Wisp is
I was going to say, this is like Wisp of the Year.
He may be...
Yes.
He may be invulnerable for some reason.
This is it? I'm holding it?
No.
He's the true boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now-
Hey, if I'm carrying smelly meat, what's the downside?
The downside is that animals in the environment can smell your smelly meat, and it may tantalize them,
Yes.
Dave.
Yeah, if you have bloody meat, the wolves will smell it from much farther away. I don't know, what does the smelly meat do?
It attracts different.
Oh, the maggots, I bet.
Yeah.
There's
so,
giant
the
maggots
wasps
in this
and the
game.
maggots.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Gross.
they are fantastic. Also,
Yeah, all of
people
our
started
creatures are
building up the
gamable.
faction base there a little
Not
bit.
all of them are
I think that's just a bug.
So no
Yeah, I think
flying
you're right.
out, so you can't just fly over content.
All right, so people have put some work in over here.
Yes. So you can see kind of the divinity tree, divinity stone is the thing right there in the middle. You can go deposit your souls
Spirit.
into there
Yeah,
and get some reward,
I want that.
because we always like to give people rewards for things.
No, reward me. I'm a good consumer. So F to deposit souls.
Yep. Yep, there you go.
Now, what should I do?
And so you get
And you get paid.
you get some faction rep, and you can see how many you have. You're 5 out of 100,000 towards winning the game.
Oh,
And you see the world tree in the back is actually a score screen as well.
it is?
So as you start filling it up, that will start filling up. And you can go around to other sides of it and see how other factions are doing.
So is this the conclave here, these
Yeah.
3 triangles?
Yes.
So that side of the tree is
It's facing your base.
Our whole team can look at that anytime and
Yeah.
see.
The map is basically a triangle with a faction base at each point, and then the tree right in the center. So if you went running around to the other side, you could see the other teams and how they're doing. You can keep an eye on who's winning and maybe team up with the other guys against them.
Whacked out. So
Yeah.
hey, so I'm gonna hold F for more actions.
I think the other one you have is
it's just
fast travel.
Oh, so I can fast travel from here to another place,
To
or
any
from
place-
another place to here.
Both. Any place you have permissions to travel to. You always have permissions to travel to the Divinity Stone. If you go out in the world, you can make your own personal base outside of the faction base, and then you would be able to travel there as well.
Oh, is it a Manolo? Like an automated?
Yeah, it's
Cutter?
it's a stone cutter. So you can drop stone into them, and
And it'll make bricks or something?
yeah, well, they'll shape them for you. You should be able to hit F to open it up.
It's just gone away now.
Oh, so there's a weird bug in this build where sometimes you lose your permissions until you type in faction chat. So if you do /faction and then hi, then you'll get your permissions back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's up there.
You had raw meat.
There it is.
Raw meat decayed into.
enter.
Hang on.
No, feasting.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
so all of your
slash-
buffs are gonna
slash
be at the
faction
top,
space
or the
high.
bottom left
Mhm.
corner.
And you'll be good.
So I've got Hildegen over here.
There you go.
Yeah,
And now you have permissions.
Ah.
That weird bug.
Okay. So you can just roll in here, grab. Oh, okay. So some
So
of
it has
this
its own inventory.
yeah. So some of this is being created just by the process of
Yeah.
crumblestone bricks being made.
Yeah, and you can see over on the left are the recipes.
Yeah.
So you can see that's the only one you have right
so you
now.
can set it, turn it on,
Yep.
and it seems like it doesn't need fuel.
Yeah, some of the lower level ones just kind of go. The better ones will need to be constantly fueled with things. I mean, there's tiers to everything.
Yeah. So inside here, did people make these foundations?
These are kind of these are prefab buildings here.
Yeah.
Like the loom and the quarry over there. The ones that start with the base are in the four corners. You see that kind of the shell of a building over
Yeah.
there. I believe that's the hunting lodge.
It's looking pretty lodgy.
You may
Yeah.
have lost your permissions again. You'll have to just
I got
enter.
Can do.
So I have some people here.
And then if you mouse over it,
and that's
now if you
probably
hold F, You can see you need to deposit rough wood logs, crumble stone, and thin leather scraps to upgrade it from the frame into the actual functional building.
Exactly.
And once you do that, you unlock new crafting tables, unlock new recipes for you, new avenues of research, and then you can upgrade these a few more times.
Dude, so how long does a full round
Yeah.
of Rend take?
It's over a month. It's probably 4 to 6 weeks, it looks like right now. So there's a lot. It's long enough that you really feel that strong sense of progression
kinship?
and permanence.
Yeah.
But not so long. You're like, oh, I can't do that again. These are, I think these are, there's no forges built on them yet. These are where you can build forges and socket them in. So these are kind of the base
Okay.
building for
So
them.
like the silver that Patrick found,
Yes.
that would be where you would.
Oh no, dehydration. There's a lake right there. That's sad.
This is
They
the.
decided to make the game this cruel. I don't know why I feel like I'm being blamed.
So
So this is your research henge. Again, you lost your.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
lost
yeah,
your,
sure.
your rep again.
I got it.
Now, if you mouse over them, there's 4 different trees here, and these are where you spend
Your sparks.
Yes, and so you can see all the cool things that you can make. If you click on any of them, you'll see. So those are the 4 trees.
Oh, okay. So the same henge is used for each of the 4 trees.
Yes, each has its own henge.
And we all, as the conclave, we all need to
You
dump
share
our
that.
shit in here.
Yes. And so if you click on any of these research things here, you can click on that. You can see all the things you get if you manage to research it.
You got a gun?
And then you have to be at the right research zone for it. But then you drop your sparks in, and you basically say, what do I want to research?
Weird. So I have a few sparks for mysticism.
Yeah, if you go to you have to go to the mysticism stone. You're at I think you're at the invention stone.
I
think
see.
you may have sparks for that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
got some
this.
there. Oh no, you don't have any sparks. You have 0 out of 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's cool stuff here. So adventuring is more of your
adventuring is
going
the
out
other,
in the
is
world
the other one
killing
that I have.
things.
Yeah. Crossbows, spiked barricades,
Yeah.
chests,
All sorts of fun stuff.
Ooh.
So it looks like this is almost all ranged.
Yeah, we're more of a shooter than we are anything else in terms of combat.
So there's lots to dig through. There's all sorts of fun stuff in here, and they go pretty deep.
Yeah. It goes way down. Well, down into some horse shit. Because by the time we're down here, we need to have this stuff so they don't have it.
Well,
Right.
you got to keep up with the Joneses,
right.
But
So-
you're still deciding. You have X number of time. You're just deciding where to spend that time, and your path is going to be different from their path. They're going to have different strengths and weaknesses based on what they spend their resources on. We're trying very hard to make sure there's not one obviously right order to do things in.
Now, in terms of I want to build out my tech tree, where should I go next?
Yeah.
What should I do next? I would like to be wearing delightful clothes, possibly name brands.
The first thing you're going to want to do is get those buildings in your faction base built up. You're
These
going to
ones?
want the hunting lodge and the construction building. You're going to want those ready to go. So that means you need, it looks like all you need left is a few more logs and
How can I contribute to this?
some
Or at
and
least
some
look as
leather
though
scrap.
I
All
am?
the stuff you need is up there on the top
So
left.
if you,
So you need
he's
some
gonna
logs
probably
and a few
do
leather
the
scraps, and then you'll
adventure.
have
So if you go over to
the-
that
yeah.
one right there, it looks like a
Let's go
frame.
find a
This
tree
guy,
right
yeah.
now.
Stop right here. Turn.
Right. Yep.
There you go. So this building is a construction building. That's
close
you guys
to
need
that
to finish
lodge.
building that up.
Yeah,
So if you press and hold F, actually, we have a weird bug right now. So if you press enter
Yes.
and open the chat and then type like space and then hit enter again,
How open chat?
it's already open when you hit enter.
Okay.
So enter space and then enter, or say something if you want. There you go.
I think you have to type in faction chat.
Does it have to be faction? Okay, so type /F and then space and then whatever. /F. So if you press and hold F on that, it'll show you what you need. So you need crumblestone, wood logs, and sticky sap to build this building.
And I can give that because I have
Rather
some.
than having
Right.
individual things, it's just an easy way.
So once you get enough and deposit all that into this building, you'll be able to craft things at that building. And that's how you got to progress your faction forward.
So if I hit the bug again, do I have to do the same thing every time?
Unfortunately, yeah, this is because this is an old build. A lot of these little bugs popped up. We weren't able to get the new build up for this.
Okay, so do I just click on this? How do I give my stone?
So if you click on the stone, it'll give you whatever stone. You don't currently have any, So if you see
I
top
have
left,
59, don't I?
no,
Oh,
that's
that's
how
what
many
is
in
there.
there. So if you look on the icon, it has a number in the top left of the icon, and that's how many you have. So you have 19 logs, 6 sap.
Yeah, the
Okay,
wolf.
there's log time.
That wolf
Yeah.
likes to hang around.
I feel like my
Just
log.
let go of it, and then it'll, there you go. And then if you hit F again,
Wait, to kill lobies? Okay. Hey, so
Oh, yeah,
our engineer set up this
and then
yeah,
cool
let's,
question and answer thing. If you want to jump in there.
Sure. Let's see what we got. So one question here: can we see PvP? Later on in the stream, once these guys get a chance to get their bearings, we do have some people that are going to be jumping in on another faction and giving you a little taste of the PvP. So we will get to that later. Jake, you can handle this one.
is Met tameable?
Met is Jake's name over here.
Yeah, it's my in-game name.
This is from, what was it, E3? Somebody asked if you were tameable
yeah.
and just shocked the host because it was like, that's such an inappropriate but awesome question.
Yeah, we were talking about the taming system and how every pet in the game is, or every creature in the game is tameable.
Yeah.
And yeah, somebody asked me if I was tameable.
So, yeah, so far we haven't had any luck,
So,
but he's here, so that counts.
sorry?
Taming pets?
Not in this build, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. So, private servers. Like most survival games, you can run your own private servers. If you have your own machine and your ISP is fine with you running a server, you can host your own server. We don't charge anything for that. That's free.
It just comes with the game.
Yeah. If you want to, host it through some third party, there's plenty of reputable ones out there that'll help you out. We're working with most of them, so you can just say, "Hey, you want a Rend server?" And they'll like, "All right, here you go. Push a button and it's done." And if you do host your own server, there's a ton of options you can set to really customize your experience to be exactly what you want. Like if you're not into the PvP side of it, you want to make a single faction PvE server, that's great. You can do that. You want to make,
Really?
Yeah. You want to make a server
if you just want it to be strictly about the world.
Yeah. If you don't like the competition and the world reset, then you can turn that off as well and just make the world your toy and play around with it as much as you want. So I mean, there's lots and lots of options. You can speed up harvesting. You can make things more or less dangerous. Whatever you want to change, it has an option for it in there. And it's not like modding or anything. You're just setting some I variables and you're good to go.
Now, I crave the experience of leveling up.
Yes.
I've achieved numerous levels. What
Yes.
have I attained through this?
Why don't you
session?
hit N and see what happens? So this is your talent screen. You get to pick 2 different archetypes. And here you have them here: Assassin, Warlord, Pathfinder, Shaman. You got little blurbs about them. And these, every time you get a level up, you get a point to spend in one of these trees.
Okay. Now
So pick a tree that sounds exciting,
Yeah,
and then you'll be able to see see what it has to offer.
Tactics and bravery definitely doesn't sound like me. I'm going to be a shaman.
Oh, he's giving you lots of spirits. Check out your bar going.
Yeah, I know.
Increases my
I found a spirit
wow.
reserve over here.
Did you
So I
break open
want
a big
to.
rock and
I
help
want to
out?
be.
It's
I want to
possible.
have
I
a
was
big
over there
fight.
going, wow, now they're nuts.
This seems like the archetype for me.
Yeah, so there's a whole
Sure you get
bottom
the,
path there
dots.
that's all going to be
Oh, okay.
focused mainly on their pet.
Oh, there's somebody's dead body. You can go take all
So
your
you can
stuff
spend
and
all
go
your
in.
points.
It seemed
Yeah,
like
so
someone
confirm,
was killed. Is that killed by
and then
any
you can
faction?
spend your points
It
on
could have been
any of those 3.
knows?
So
But
you'll
you-
have to
you
spend
can
at
go
least
loot
5
their
points
stuff
to
off your
unlock
body.
the next
Oh, I will.
tier.
because
Fear not.
So
they may
Gonna
have
keep
something
doing
that you
this.
don't.
Sounds good. And
I get this juice.
so soon I'll be able to conjure
Yeah,
a
so-
mystical bow,
right.
which sounds great.
And so one of
So you've almost filled up your
right?
spirit bar.
so one of the victory conditions. Oof.
Oh, look at all of that.
What do you got?
He's got gloves. You don't have gloves. And he has a hat.
Hat is coming with me.
So you can hit take all if you want. And just screw that guy.
Oh, and
Or
just-
you can just cherry pick what you want.
I don't want to be that.
No, take all of it.
All right.
You can always give it to me.
I guess that's true.
There it is. You've now.
That's someone who works with you. And so it automatically equipped all that.
So now you're carrying a lot.
Yeah,
And
you're
so
right.
You're moving pretty slow.
Oh, that was actually PvP. That was.
Oh, that was.
I thought it
PvP?
was. When I looked up at the
Oh yeah, it does say that.
at the kill value, so I need to get rid of some heavy
How do I
stuff.
find my body that has all my things on it?
So you can
should
see
be a big
the
beam
weight values or the gray numbers in the bottom left.
Yeah.
So you can see what's heavy. Like you have a lot of logs.
You know, so
It's
I'm
mostly weight.
gonna go dump a bunch of logs.
Yeah.
At the top.
So,
Now, one of the buildings you can make in the faction base is a stash, where it's basically it's one big chest that magically stores things just for whatever individual happens to be there. So, like Diablo 3 has it, Diablo 2 had it.
Oh, lots. Yeah.
So,
pretty common concept.
Yeah, so that's it's a good thing to do. You can drop your valuables in there, and then you can actually spend research to upgrade it over time to be better and better.
Right.
But yeah, I think most of these buildings you're gonna need some sort of logs to. Oh, looks like the hunting lodge is ready to go.
Can I
Or
eat
no,
my
that's still
own
just a
corpse?
frame.
No.
Eat your own corpse? That's the most disturbing question I think I've ever heard.
Can I? What about in the game? Is that?
In the game, that's totally fine.
Okay, so now is there water at home?
I don't think you guys
No,
have any
there's
water
not.
source.
These guys.
But you should be able to go to the lake pretty easily once you can move again.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Somebody made a stick basket, so if there's stuff that you don't want to get rid of, but
Right.
is you want to hold on to, you can do that.
I want to.
Oh, so this has been upgraded once. See, now this
Oh.
is so you can upgrade it again
Can I
with
begin?
these materials.
Okay.
But there's a couple other buildings that might need upgrades as well.
Okay.
The Mystic Hut is back there, and over to the left is a construction building. That one definitely has been upgraded.
Back here?
Yeah.
That frame? Yeah.
No, I haven't collected any spirits yet.
Also, if you do starve to death, at least you're right in the middle of the base. It'll be very easy for you to find your stuff. But hopefully you can get it before somebody else does, because you're going to respawn right here.
In the base.
You'll respawn.
Oh, so he's right
somebody's
there.
already looting
He's-
your body. Oh man,
And he's
look at that.
and he's on my faction. This is the
so hold Alt to get a cursor.
yeah. This is
That is brutal.
Jerry,
And you're
raptor
back.
just ate me.
because he collected.
you got eaten by a raptor, Dave.
Yes, it sucked.
Okay,
So you kept the things that you were wearing. You have your tools and your weapons.
why did Jerry have
There's
a
your
hat?
stuff. See if you have anything left.
how about the? Is this the
Oh,
wisp
yeah,
I was
these are the
carrying?
spirits that you were carrying. Yes, they they all popped out, and now you have to get them again. Yeah, if you kill somebody in PvP, it's a great way to get
Jerry,
a lot
where
of
did you get
spirits.
that hat?
I stole it from a dead man.
That's
Oh,
true.
makes sense.
It is true. But if you go to the adventuring table over there, I think you can make one.
So you get a heap of XP for dumping souls into that place.
Yeah. Oh man, they left all of it for you,
That's very nice of them.
and you can still
See,
walk
now I'm
very
fucked
slowly.
up. Now I'm fucked up again. Right here. So hold
Let's
F to
see.
upgrade.
You got the sap. You got the logs. There you go.
That
You
was
did
all
it.
the stuff that I
So now if you
deposited.
go
I
in,
feel like I came up with
shit.
some
if you go in
things.
there,
I
there's a
did
new
the wrong
station
thing.
there. So you can pop that open, and there's a brand new tree here that you didn't have access to before.
Whoa. Okay, hold on a second.
Actually, there's lots of trees.
He just finished it.
Those are
so
all trees out there on the
he
right.
just finished putting all the stuff.
Siege weapons.
Oh, of course,
Smashing.
there's siege
You
weapons.
did play Dark Age in Camelot. So
this guy.
this is sick. Okay, so this is to attack
Wait, did I kill Jerry?
actual bases.
Yes. Faction bases during the
only
Reckoning,
started that, then you
personal bases you find out in the world, and there's also capture points that are kind of PvP hubs.
Oh,
That
then-
if once a faction claims it,
you shot
then you can build around it and try to defend it. Because while you own it, your whole faction gets a bonus.
Exactly.
So we like to put things out in the world to make people, that want to kill each other, be able to
Have a
find a
reason.
reason to do it.
yeah. Okay, so these are cosmetics. So we could set up our hall.
Yes. Now, you like I said, you have your faction base here. It's limited
Yeah.
in size
Well, yeah, it's limited by the
shield.
force field. The force
Yes.
field, yeah.
But if you go build your own base out in the wild, you can put whatever you want in it. You can build your own customized crafting stations that'll give you access to basically bonuses to craft things that you're specifically interested in. You have all sorts of personal storage, but it doesn't have a shield. And so it's more your typical survival game experience where you have to defend it on your own.
Yeah.
And it can be offline rated and all that
You
kind
need
of
to
stuff.
get at
Yeah.
that case you need to get
You gotta
a
get
schedule.
Yes. And well, you can build some traps and automated defenses and things like
Yeah.
that. And then you can also, you're in a faction, but within the faction you can create a clan and invite your buddies to it and go make a clan base. That has just you and your buddies. and that type of thing.
No, tell me about this Warlord's chest. So there's an indication in here can only be accessed by players
Yes.
with rep higher than average. What is
So-
what is that?
You see, you've gained. You see in the faction chat up there, you've gained rep from doing various
Oh,
things.
absolutely. For the group, right?
Well, it's your personal reputation with the faction.
Yeah, yeah.
So as you level it up, you'll get access to more and more things. The idea is to kind of help differentiate players who are actually very helpful in
Pro-social.
yes.
Right.
Exactly. Reward people for doing good things for the faction. And then there's some very dangerous operations like deleting walls and things like that we don't want just everyone to be able to do. So only the top few people in the faction can do that.
Is there a way for me
So
to
you can
split?
make chests that have faction reputation requirements. So you can put good stuff in there. So anybody in your faction that's actually helpful can get stuff out of there, and then anybody who's just some random newbie that logs in isn't just going to take it and run off with it. Oh man. You're moving
Hold on,
real fast.
are you trying to tell me that bricks are heavy? Is that the?
Turns out, yeah. You still got a lot of logs.
Yeah. I gotta hear. I'm just gonna put them. They just go
They'll,
to.
they'll last there for a while.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna need these for long. I'm just gonna come over here.
Skill up and level up.
So yeah, these are kind of the. Oh, you don't have cement though, but you can put in the bricks, and then if somebody puts in the cement, then it'll upgrade.
Has a skill associated to it. So when you're cutting down a tree, you get a tree XP.
Cement requires the construction building, I believe.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw that right over. I've seen that icon
There
in
it
here.
is. There it is.
Level
Look at
5,
that.
you get,
So this is tricky. This recipe requires water.
It does.
So that means you're going to need
A way to hold
water.
Right.
So your basic survival tree will have, your first water skin will be in there.
Yeah.
And then you can make better and better ones to hold more
But
water.
it looks like King Tut is actually dishing up water skins.
Oh, where is
I
that?
don't know. Where's he doing that?
Maybe it's in a barrel somewhere.
Yeah, it's in a
or
chest.
a stick basket.
Sounds like a trap.
Oh, there's a couple water skins.
Fucking
right there.
water skins.
Look at that. Thanks,
Dude,
King Tut.
King Tut is
You are awesome.
is fucking on it. So,
So
I'm gonna
now
head
you
down and grab
gotta
some.
go find the lake, and which
Right down
should
here?
be that direction.
Ah! Someone shot me.
You have a much
Oh,
better
they
sense of
died.
direction than I do, apparently. I always have to find the tree. That's the only way I know where I am. So yeah, you can fill that up and bring it back and use that to craft with. And obviously drink it if you want as well.
Definitely. Is there, how many uses of water is there per?
I know I've
It has unlimited uses, but what happens is it slowly leaks over time. Better water bags can hold more and they leak more slowly.
All right, now how do I use it?
It's just there, so now if you go craft with it, it'll just pull it right out of your water skin. You don't have to specifically use it. Now, if you want to drink water out of it, you can put it on your action bar and drink that way.
So just having been down and hitting drink, it's been filled up. It's been filled
Yeah,
up.
you drank and you filled up everything, so you don't need to manually do all that kind of stuff.
Okay, well I'm gonna make some fucking cement.
So the big tree.
Yeah.
if you
So
turn around and get
when you go into
tree,
base
you
building
just
mode,
have
you get you see all these individual pieces being built, and by having it kind of build just this little
a little piece at a
little
time.
piece at a time, it makes it so that everybody can take part in building and upgrading.
Yeah.
So it's not just like somebody building it all for you.
No, for something massive.
So
yeah.
these are the wooden ones. They won't need the cement. The one next to it, these are stone.
So did
foundations.
people make this?
Yeah. It's all player built.
Really?
Yeah.
So they just went around the edge of the force field and then laid these foundations.
Yeah, they're getting ready for the first reckoning, which is not going to happen for days. But
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
worry about it.
So that's the wall frame.
Yep.
Yeah, so the more you die.
Oh, you need to make cement. So
Oh, totally.
Go to construction building for that.
But this doesn't even have. There's two things here. There's the wall and then there's the foundation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate it.
So you probably want to go use your water before it all leaks
Oh, I
out.
guess that's true.
Automatically, it seems.
Not all of it.
Okay.
You know?
When you die in your back.
So now you should be able to just make cement there. So you
Just
had
click
20.
straight on it.
It was at 25. Now it's
Oh.
at.
And it'll make. And I can do bricks one by one here.
Yes.
But of course we have a machine that makes them.
Yeah, much more efficiently. Yes.
Right.
But if you're very attached to your brick and you don't want the machine to
You're gonna hold left,
take care of it for you, then
attack it with your spirits.
there you go.
Oh,
And
spiritual.
it's
Any
done.
of them.
You've made
All
yourself
of them are your spirit.
a wall piece.
Okay, and now that it's there,
Now it can be upgraded further,
now
but
if you
that
go to
takes
the tree in the
crag
center
rock
of the base
bricks, which those I believe come from the Highlands.
that's a whole nother thing.
So
Tap
there's
on it.
there's a lot of different
Regions.
environments out in the world. You're in what's called
So now you got
Hearthhome,
one
which
spirit
is
ready.
a very
That's
friendly,
that's
inviting
16.
place.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that are way less inviting, but each different environment has its own set of resources that are
Yeah.
completely unique, along with creatures as well.
So
So if you want to tame all the creatures, you got to get through all the zones. Some of them are going to be really hot or really cold. Some of them will have lots of just environmental dangers, poisons, things like that.
Standing and intimidating.
Now you're
Workshop,
talking.
you say?
So I think you can make some spirit ammo in here. Spirit arrows. So chance on hit adds 2 tame points to spirit creature.
What this guy's problem is.
So the spirit creatures are what you saw.
through the spirit portal.
Yes. So if you have enough of these, now these take spirit residue to make. And spirit residue. The only way to get spirit residue is to deposit souls into the divinity stone. So if you want to make pet friends, you got to help the faction.
You guys
as well.
help the faction out.
Yeah.
I feel
So
like some of this
And I
stuff
would
is
do that,
actually,
and so
patronizing.
to first stack to a spirit creature. So how do I take a
Know what I
creature I
mean?
want to tame?
Oh yeah, do you
Get him
want
in
this-
there.
one of the things you can build in here,
With
it'll
bronze.
probably be open up the tree. It'll be a little
Someone
easier.
Yeah.
need more
You should be able to. The thing on the top left, I believe.
Oh, there we go.
Heights of this game.
Okay, so that right there, the taming crystal.
This is the taming crystal you use, right?
Yeah, so you need a taming crystal to. You'll use that to tell the creature that you're hunting that is going to go into the spirit realm. And then you'll use taming arrows to tame them when you're in the spirit realm, when you're taming their spirit.
And so if you use a taming crystal, when it dies, it'll create that spirit portal for you, right?
No, you need to find a spirit
you have
portal.
to find a
or-
spirit portal.
Yeah.
So this taming crystal marks the beastie
Yes,
to tell it to be in the spirit realm
when it dies.
when it dies. So you tame it. No, you taming crystal it, butcher it, then you go to heaven
yeah.
and you
murder it again.
enslave it.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you pull it from
Vikings
God's gentle
don't mess
grace.
around.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, I'm glad you got this.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got
I was
here.
gonna say, yeah, so feast on a few.
Oops, I just accidentally killed a question.
It does happen.
That's cool. The answer was 7. Is there nudity in this game? We decided against subjecting everyone to our version of what we think certain parts look like. I don't think we have anything against it necessarily.
But there's no reason why players shouldn't be nude while playing.
There's nothing
that.
preventing
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
In fact, sometimes it's
We
more fun
encourage, in
that
fact,
way.
we encourage it.
Yeah.
I
So
believe that's what we're doing in the second hour.
when you die, you will lose everything that's in your inventory minus what you have equipped. So your tools and weapons. Or is that only because he was in the base?
It's only because he was in the base.
Oh, he was in the base. That's what it kept. So if you're out in the wild, you'll actually lose everything. But you don't lose your levels. You don't lose your skill levels. You don't lose your crafting progression. So
Yeah, you just trust
yeah.
him.
And because
Much
it's
easier to
a
find.
team-based game, you're going to come back home and somebody's going to have an armory sitting around where you can get new stuff really quickly and get right back out there. You don't start all the way over every time you die.
Now there is no single player mode in this at all. It would be preposterous.
You could
that my-
you could do it. You want to make run your own server and put a password on it and say I'm not giving that to anybody and play by yourself. Go for it. You can change a lot of the balance with the I and I settings so that it's not right now it's balanced for you to have a lot of people playing.
So then it's kind of just a sandbox.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to run your own private server, you can go to town and have fun.
See, so somebody tried to put something up over here. It looks
Yeah,
like.
somebody has made their own person. So out in the world, you can build pretty
Wherever
much
you
wherever
want?
you want. There are certain restrictions.
Well, I can see why they would have done it though. They got the water supply here.
Well, watch, take a drink from that.
His
The water
back.
went down.
Oh, it does.
It'll run out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So this might have been a much better lake.
Before,
So
yeah.
the spirits are like our way.
Now the big lake that you were at before is permanent. So you can build anywhere you want out in the world as long as you have a building hammer, a construction hammer, which I don't think you've made yet.
No, I could though.
or when you kill somebody.
I think you can now at the construction base. You can build one pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then nobody has claimed this. This is just a structure somebody built out in the world. There's a claiming process where you build what's called a divinity seed.
Yeah.
You plant that down in your building, and you basically claim it as your own, and that'll make it permanent. Like this stuff will decay after a while because you can just build, like Fortnite, you can build wherever, and it's pretty quick. we don't want this to last forever until somebody actually goes and claims it. So once you claim it, then it becomes yours, and then you can set permissions on what friends or faction members or clan members can do in here, and you can start customizing it with all your own special tools and things.
So he's actually building this wall by wall. This wasn't a template or something.
Nope, everything is.
He wanted to make this sort of octagonal.
He loves
spire.
octagons, apparently. Yes.
His mother was an octagon.
Yeah. And so, yeah, if you go make a construction hammer, it's very easy to start making wooden structures. The base level of that requires very little in terms of resources.
Well, it's funny. Like I was going to be like, hey, look at this, but you already know. You know. The trees are different in this biome.
Yes. Yeah, you're starting to get over
This
to
is more of a
little
northwestern.
more dangerous area. You're going to start finding hardwood here.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah. And this is a little more subtle difference between this biome and the last one. But you can see over in the distance behind, you see it starts getting a little brown and nasty.
Oh yeah,
over there.
dark.
There's a swamp over there. I don't remember what it's called, but it does have a name, I promise.
Evil Swamp Town.
Oh, look at that! You found some crystals.
I'm gonna get them.
I think you need the hammer for that one.
My pick is already out. Oh, okay.
Topaz, there you go.
Give me that.
Topaz is what you were. I think you needed that for some of the spirit stuff.
Yeah, give me that Paz.
Yeah.
All right, well here.
What are these movies?
So this is actually not what I wanted. I was hoping to get some more wood here. So here's what we should do. Now it's about 3:07 now.
Yep.
Let's figure out. Let's sort of chart a course for me to get what I need to contend with vile enemies
Yes.
in PvP.
So obviously, gear is a big part of that.
Oh, definitely, right?
You want
So let's
better
take
weapons.
a look here. Yeah.
If you go to the adventuring table, you can see what you have access to.
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll have most of your weapons and armor. Some of the weapons, I think there's a different weapon path on each one of the main tech trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, dude, they've been going fucking ham back here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not seeing a lot of
Jeez. They're like, do not fuck with our tree.
Yeah.
Leave our tree alone.
Well, so during the Reckoning, if the other team gets in here, or even if the AI gets in here and they start hitting that Divinity Stone, they'll pop out your spirits.
Oh,
and so they can steal them.
you're actually like legitimately losing points toward the victory.
Oh, it's brutal. It's. I mean, these things are going back and forth all the time. It's really cutthroat.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, here. So adventuring.
It should be this one, the hunting lodge here. So the table over to the right.
Oh, now that it's been upgraded,
Yeah.
this is the table, just like in the construction gear.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you can see bows, crossbows, repeaters. Pick your poison. Bows are more slow fire, very long range, kind of sniper rifle type of mechanic. Repeaters are rapid fire. Crossbows are more like your kind of assault rifle, like quick burst fire.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
And so you can see what you need for the basic one. You actually need to go find metal for these, which is you have to go farther out into the world to find that.
But roughwood lumber, fiber twine, thin leather scraps, I can get all those down here by the lake.
Those are all in Hearthhome, yes.
Yeah, in terms of metal bars.
The metal bars, you have to go. Where's you going to find metal?
That might be a different
metal
sitch.
Do they even have a forge?
Not really. They don't. I don't think they have a forge actually.
Oh, so yeah,
I may want a different weapon.
you may want to go with something easier.
I would like also because I feel like I need a secondary goal.
Okay, so repeaters don't need.
I would like some better armor.
Yeah.
What should I do?
Tanglevine adhesive paste.
Yeah, I believe that's up there in the adventuring parts. Yeah. So
Gold
charcoal.
poppy.
So charcoal you can only get from burning wood in fire.
Yeah, and I've got water, so that's easy. Gold poppy petal, that's going to be on the ground.
Yeah, you'll find those everywhere.
So I need a bunch of these plants.
Well, that's only for the second level one. For the first level one, you don't even need that. You just need.
It's like I did
That's true.
something.
Is there a way to upgrade this to this?
That makes sense.
No.
Okay.
No. But if you click on the tree, if you open up to the tree view,
Yeah.
you can see.
Oh, it goes down.
So that
like
one unlocks that one,
this.
unlocks that one, and so it goes down and down and down.
And then it's got random enhancements inside it. Well,
Yeah.
here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot for this. A lot of they share most of the ingredients.
Yeah.
I got Tanglevine to spare.
Yeah. You
If
found that
I
early
see some
on.
of this gold poppy, then I know I'll be able to upgrade.
Yeah. Gold poppy is easy. You'll find plenty of that.
Okay. Well, let's get some shit.
It's exciting. So yeah, I think around 4 o'clock, I think they're gonna set off a capture point. Is that what's gonna happen?
Oh, are we? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, Jake is in charge and he doesn't know, so anything could happen.
Yeah.
But yes, you do need to be able to survive out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have provided you with some ringers to help you on your way.
Marvelous.
So you can see his pet rating. It goes from 0 to 1,000.
0
right?
to 1,000. Yeah.
So he's a
low level.
He's
pet.
a low level pet, but
he's
you
a
would
pig,
expect that.
You could have 1,000 rating pig if you wanted.
Yeah. How do you? Is it like a Pokemon? Like you just increase your friendship with it?
No. So
That rating is permanent.
Yeah, that rating's permanent.
Oh, it's just randomized to a certain extent.
Yeah, so you want to go out and find. Like if you find a high rating animal, you're like, okay, I really want to tame this thing. But they also level as well. They have levels which is outside of their rating. So when you tame something, they always start at level 1, and then they'll quickly catch up to your level, and then they'll kind of level with you.
Right. So that's like a mean ass pig over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
And a wolf.
I'm not trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
So he's 16. He's an even lower.
Am I looking at this right? I want this to be the full thread chest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna want,
That I need rough weave off.
which you can craft with.
It's going to be at the base.
fiber twine. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I always notice about survival games is that they start out and you get some
maybe back you
plants
up
and you
towards
make
that
them
rock.
into pants.
Yeah.
And the game treats it as though that isn't as though that person wouldn't be the smartest person you've ever heard of.
There you go.
Make
The wolf
fully
saw you,
functional
but he
clothing
decided against
out
attacking you, I
of
think.
And that isn't just an end game state. A genius shouldn't be doing.
Almost got him. There you go.
His poor face.
Yeah. Remember, if you need meat, left click.
Right click.
Yeah. There you go. That's a lot of leather. That should. Is that enough leather scraps to make?
Damn
your,
near. I'm
weapon?
gonna do one more, just in case.
And there's your gold poppy there. If you
Oh,
left click for gold poppy. There you go. Tons of petals.
Give it.
I don't know how you only got 7 gold poppy petals out of that big flower patch.
Well, no, it's because it's all artisanal. Like I'm only
Yes.
going for the
It's got to be
choicest,
exactly.
the choicest gold poppies. So I've got plenty here for that.
Oh, your botany skill went up. That's something
Indeed.
you haven't seen yet. If you hit K,
Yeah.
these are all the different skills that you can level up. So if you click on botany on the far left there, you can see as you hit certain levels, you get to pick perks to again customize your character.
Okay. So and it's either or.
Either or,
Completely
and they're
separate
permanent
from
choices.
Leveling up.
Yes,
Yeah.
completely separate.
Here, no, you
where
pushed
am I
N at
going
some
to
point.
make
Yes.
my
And so
new
here
travels?
is your talents.
so if you-
you have 4 points to spend, but you have to pick an archetype to spend them in. That was probably the lake wolf. Oh, maybe it was just somebody riding by.
Could
His
be.
wolf.
All right.
Yeah.
Archetype.
So yeah, they have little blurbs about them. Your assassin is very good at one-on-one combat. Use stealth and poisons, things like that.
Done. So here's
you
our
get to pick
first
2 of them.
3 entries in here.
Yeah, you have to
I
pick
know
5
that
points to unlock the next level, and then yeah, it's very very traditional MMO style talent system.
Ooh. So you can now just
You can eat raw food.
Just eat raw food.
Does that actually work now?
Should, yeah. Well, actually, I think it's spoiled food, not raw food.
Oh,
No, it says raw.
I know it says,
I know it says raw.
So you lie to the player. Is
you can blame Jake for that one.
That one's me.
There we go.
Double click to spend points.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go.
so
now I
when
can run
did you
fast.
first realize that you were a deceiver?
Probably pretty young.
Young man. I've just plied my trade.
Tends to be something you want to workshop a fair bit.
All right, so we got some more questions over here. Can the alpha be played on PS4? Right now, we're focusing
PC.
solely on PC.
Yeah.
We're a small studio. I would love to do all the consoles all at once, but
What's underneath it? What's the engine?
it's in UE4.
Okay, so-
So we definitely have console in our future.
Yeah.
We're going to be exploring that once we get
need some more.
this
I've-
get through the early access period and get into full
Well,
release.
we had talked about it before.
wasn't doing a bit.
My understanding is that it really you just go to the drop down, choose PS4, and then
Yeah.
export to, and then it all works, right?
That's
Is that-
exactly how it works.
Nice.
And you also have to click the controller support button. Convert all of your UX to work without a mouse. Get rid of all tooltips. So thank you, Epic, for making that button for us.
Oh, yeah, thank the Lord, right?
Let's see. Can you steal other people's tames in the spirit realm if I go after them? Absolutely. Once something is sent to the spirit realm, then it's there for anybody to hunt down. There will definitely be PvP over your high value pets.
Because you can look right at the pet and see the value.
Yes. So it's fun. And if you don't want that, then make yourself a PvE server. Will there be a currency system of any sorts? There's no currency. Everything's barter. There's lots of reasons to cooperate with your team. Like you said, since you can win or lose, you do that as a faction. So you're actually invested in everyone on your team actually being good.
Right. So he is. I was going to say. So he had shot that pig. I could go and harvest that pig.
Yep.
But it would not be nice.
Yeah. There's no tapping or claiming or anything like that.
These are just resources that exist in the world.
Yep. He may not be your friend if you take all his meat and he starves to death.
Yeah.
How many creatures in the world are rideable?
Almost all of them.
So it's 20 plus.
Yeah.
Easily.
Probably more than that.
Yeah. Well, that's the plus part.
Yeah.
Most of the creatures are tameable, and then if they're big enough to ride and not too big, then they can be rideable as well.
So this is like inverted colors mode on your phone. Oh, I can see.
Oh no! So this is my fruit that I harvested a long time ago, and now it's gross.
Yeah, but if you took the talent, you'd be able to eat it.
That's true. That's true.
Let's see. What are the reasons to go to the spirit realm?
So this is a portal in the game engine sense too, right? That feels like that's
Yeah. So the spirit realm.
Have you done this
Oh,
yet?
look, you got. So there's
it's kind of wicked right there.
Yeah.
So if you had spirit ammo, you could tame that
does
guy.
it.
I do, but it's a dire banshee. Is that good or bad? Can I steal that? Tell me everything I need to know about this guy before
tame it, but it's not something you could ride, unfortunately.
Okay, then I have no interest in him at all.
You're gonna want to probably kill it then. So I would leave the spirit realm. There you go. Equip your normal ammo instead of your spirit ammo, and then if you shoot it while you're in there, you'll kill it. But you're pretty low.
You're probably
going
to die, which is that's also entertaining. So.
Wow,
So other reasons to be in the spirit world. You're going to eat your own corpse. How are we going to see that if you don't die first?
He's had a couple
giant mammoth just crossed the path.
Yeah, that part of the experience has been known.
Oh
to our
man,
viewers.
that's not good
He
luck.
murdered me.
Did he learn
I'm
you?
actually gonna kill myself, which
Yeah.
is like the quickest way to.
I can actually see it. I can see. So here you are, Dave. Did he just like step on you one time? Oh, I see
it
him.
was bad.
There he is.
Oh yeah. He seems.
You can
I
ride
was
those.
shooting a pig, and then he walked in the way, and then I died.
Oh, definitely. I'm looking at him right now, and you're right. He's very large.
Yeah.
So back to the question, spirit world, there are resources that spawn in there that you can't get anywhere else. There's also spirit chests that you'll see, like, you'll just walk around and you'll see this glowy chest on the ground. You're like, hey, that's great, I want that, but you can't get it unless you go into the spirit world.
Right, which is a lot more dangerous.
Now those portals will pop up periodically, randomly, and you can use those to hop into the spirit world. There's potions you can use to drink that'll get you in there. If you're a mystic, you go down the mystic talent tree, you can actually get the ability just to phase in there yourself.
At any time?
At any time. It's got a cooldown. You can even, if you go down farther, you can get the ability to make a portal, so you can take friends with you as well. So the mystic is very at home in the spirit realm.
So is there any way for me to drink this?
Does it have any water in it?
No. It's
Then-
definitely empty.
Yeah, you're probably, if I were you, I would head back towards where you're going to respawn, so that when you get your stuff back.
So when you die,
So when you die, you can get your stuff back.
Yeah,
I mean, that's no judgment on you. That's what I do.
You seem less concerned than I would.
Okay, so now you know you're by the lake.
okay. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to communicate to the channel
Yeah,
the danger
the danger of
of dehydration.
yes.
This is basically a PSA.
It is going to kill you if you're not prepared.
If you're dumb,
Once you get, farther down the tech tree, you'll be able to get much better water bags. You can carry 4 or 5 around with you that will really leak very slowly, so you can have plenty of. It's something that's very dangerous earlier in the game, and as you get later in the game, it's not something that you have to worry about all the time. Right.
So that's like
And same thing with food, right? Food early on is preventing you from dying. Later on, you're picking which feast you want to make for yourself, so you can give yourself different buffs.
Right.
And you can stay fed for a couple hours without a lot of effort. Oh, somebody is taking all. Oh man.
Come on, the ghost.
That is not. Well, he's just protecting it for you.
I believe it's.
Thank you, the ghost.
That dude helped me out.
Okay, yeah, he seems good. He's a bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need food. Right. So next phase is about wood.
Well,
For your bow.
I need lots.
I think you just need the regular. You need rough wood. I don't think you even need hardwood.
No,
you
no.
can get that.
It's gonna be super easy to
Yeah,
get.
there's a bunch right there.
Exactly.
Perfect. You might have some sitting around in your inventory still. Who knows? You are carrying a lot of stuff, according to that meter over there.
You could do it in here, but you're gonna get scared.
I need sticks for this.
Is it sticks?
Oh, let's get some both.
I believe you can actually see the craft from here, even if you can't.
Oh yeah, here.
Let's
take a look.
Go to weapons. It was repeaters. Is that right?
It was indeed. All the information's right here.
It's perfect.
Now you do need. It's right at my fingertips.
It's crazy, right? Now you do need lumber rather than just logs.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to take wood back.
Yeah, and it's gonna be logs. You can't make lumber out of sticks. We don't have particle board technology.
This is what my grandfather used to say.
Yeah.
How high does the tech level go? What's the thing I'm most
I saw a video. I'm here right now. I've seen the game. Right, I've seen the game, and then I saw a video where people were shooting cave spiders with lasers.
So it's not lasers, they're magically enhanced arrows that just look a lot like lasers. So a funny story, that came about because it was really hard when we were doing PvP testing to tell who's who, what faction somebody's on.
Hold on. I think I know the answer. Where you're like, well, how do they do it in Star Wars?
Well, yeah, exactly. Good guys use green and bad guys use red, and you're good.
So Conclave lasers are going to be green, probably?
Conclave lasers are green, and Order is orange, and Revenant is purple. And so yeah, it's a way to, and that's why your tools glow, your eyes actually glow the right color, and obviously on the nameplates in the UI. But yeah, it was just an easy way during really hectic combat to really help you not murder your friends.
Yeah.
Unless you want to.
It's the ghost.
Oh, it's the ghost. That guy's awesome. Oh, he cut you. I take back all the good things you said. All right. What will you gain by winning? So this is an interesting one. So when the game ends,
aside from victory,
you can do a victory dance in real life without your clothes on, which we already talked about. Everyone wants to see that.
Yeah.
But yes, we are restarting the server, and we're wiping your character and all that kind of stuff. But we put in a system that's about to go live into the alpha called the Ascension system. We talked about how this is a proving ground where you're trying to ascend into, kind of Norse deityhood.
Yeah.
And so what we do is reward you for playing by giving you these ascension points. And you get them throughout the game. It's not just at the end. But if you stick around to the end of the game, we give you another big bonus just for playing. And then if you win, you get another bonus on top of that. And so then you get to spend these things into permanent progression that sticks around between wipes.
For your personal character.
For your personal,
Wild.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of stuff we want to do with this. We want to stay away from, as much as possible, things that just give you raw toe-to-toe combat power. Because we don't want the guy who's been playing for 6 months to be able to kill you just because he's been playing for 6 months.
Exactly.
But there's a lot of cool things we can do with that space that we can give you lots of situational abilities. We can give you like head start mechanics. We can give you lots of, there's lots of cosmetics that you'll be able to unlock to show off. One of the cool things we're doing is the ability to, flag a few of your favorite pets and keep them with you for the next round.
Mission to mission. Yeah, there you go. That seems like it would be part of a story, right?
Yes, people will get really attached.
Every time I win, I become 2 inches taller
in real life.
People will be able to see and go, either that guy has tall parents.
So check out CRISPR and go ahead and start injecting yourself with random things when you win and see if it works.
Okay, but it's not going to be a gameplay mechanic in and of itself.
I'll talk to Epic about it. See if they can get that on their tool chain here.
Sir,
sounds
you
easy
see
to
before
me.
you.
Oh, look at this.
You see
He's got a
before
repeater.
you.
Nice.
Do you have any ammo?
No, no.
Okay, so your arrows won't work.
That's the I just realized that.
Now, don't make the mistake I always make, which is assuming that repeaters use bolts. They don't use bolts; they use darts.
Oh,
And
ammo.
yeah, it actually says right on there what it's used for. Click on it and then scroll down.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there you go.
So now Jerry has
Darts.
Darts.
Jerry has a repeater crossbow. A
See,
dead
it says
man's
ammo
hat.
repeater. I still mess it up every time. I don't
am
know why.
Nude, essentially. All I
Oh,
have is
no,
a
what
robust
happened?
Bottom.
In total.
I feel like I'm
If you
losing
right
the
click,
arms race
you
here.
can
I think you
do.
might be winning the arms race.
You can make
That's
a bunch of them all at once.
Oh,
If you right click there, you can do craft all,
and
it'll just queue them all up. It's
That's
less
way better,
satisfying, but way more efficient.
That's way. This is you really saved my ass here, man.
Yeah, I mean, you were starting to develop that carpal tunnel. I saw it happening.
All right, here. So now we got some shit. So do these need to reload, or do I just fire from them?
If you hit R, it should reload for you. Or hold R, and you'll get a little. Choose your ammo. There you
Oh,
go.
because there's.
There you go.
Hey, Jerry, you look really cool.
Wait, are you? Fire? Oh, yeah, okay.
So when you
Yeah.
go
This,
real quick, like, press
Dave,
before you
I got
fire,
some shit going on, man.
You got a demon hunter aesthetic for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to shoot a motherfucker with this crazy gun.
Oh, there's some friendly dueling going on out there.
I got some lasers or some shit going on out there.
Seems to be pretty easy.
But Dwab, I upgraded some of this stuff. Here, come over here, Dave. Come over here. I want to show you what I'm calling Jerry's wall. Very exciting.
Oh, it's this good wall.
This is you can ask me anything about it. This was my senior project.
Yeah. Looks early.
Hello, I'm Jerry Holkins, and this is my wall. I don't know if that did anything for you.
Oh, yeah, it's got an arrow in
That's
it.
great. You've now graffitied
No,
your
you
wall.
wanted to tame it.
Yeah, that's just to show you that I'm a hard motherfucker.
I see that.
There should be.
All right, I think that they're gonna push me into some kind of dangerous realm here soon. So I wanted to at least have a kind of gun.
Drank some ghost water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch. And hopefully I don't die.
Hey, so do
think
you
that's
have
somebody's pet.
Yeah, definitely, it's King Tut's pet. So Dwab, do you have your bow, right?
So don't shoot him up the butt.
Yeah, don't shoot him on
What's that?
You have your bow, right? Oh yeah,
I have a bow.
Hey.
yeah, you're tooled up.
He'll be mad when you shoot.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
Axe
You wanna,
fight.
like, hit and run.
Man, these are dangerous. These are dangerous.
So do you want to try out building your own base?
Yeah,
All
I
right,
would.
so
So
go
I
to-
need a heap of wood.
Go to the construction. You need to build a construction
Oh,
hammer.
hammer first, yes.
About this in years to come.
It should be. Oh wait,
Seems
is
like
it
his
not?
health is going down fast.
Oh, you know what it is? It's
Oh,
in here.
it's-
Yeah, so
It's
It's
in-
basic.
Yeah, that's right.
Stop shooting.
Okay.
See, don't worry, man. I got the info.
You know this more than I do at this point.
I got the info.
Oh, I see it over there.
Yep.
I have no idea. They're all-
So, oh, you need some dross metal. There's
so
probably
do you need
some. I
some?
bet there's some metal sitting around in the base.
And you're gonna turn left.
Maybe you can find some in a forge or something.
And the portals, I've only spawned at night. They're completely
Whoa, someone's
random.
breaking walls down.
Yeah, they're randomly
They are.
placed around the wall.
Sawmill. Haven't seen that yet.
sawmill.
Yeah, that's what
Mystic
kills.
building
Oh,
frame.
okay.
I may have to find some metal too,
Yeah.
Is he gonna be mad?
right?
Oh, nobody's even built any forges yet.
Yeah.
If anybody listening has any dross metal, we could use some over here. Otherwise, Jerry's gonna have to go hunting.
Well, it's,
But at least you got a new weapon,
yeah.
so that's cool.
I'm good. This is gonna help a lot.
Portal effect. I
Yeah.
think it's very cool.
So yeah, once you get that,
I think it's getting tweaked a little bit.
And I need some.
the fact that you can
I mean,
see-
basically,
This
Yeah.
is my favorite.
for this hammer, I need crumblestone's good.
that's easy.
Rough branches good. Vines
We're gonna
good.
set your
I
All
just
you
need a
need is
little
that
bit of
metal. One piece of metal and you got it.
And you can ride 'em around.
Where's the best place you can go to find metal?
Right now, with the gear he has, probably back towards the start, when that
Yep.
back quarry area.
All right.
That's where I found it.
Cool.
Oh,
I
you
know
already
exactly where
found
to go.
metal.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was all about that now.
All right, let's see what questions we got here.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting one. Will separate class builds have unique legendary items or basic armor weapon appearances? The answer right now is no, but holy crap, is that a cool idea?
It really is.
Which? To get
all of that.
Yeah, the whole thing?
So there are legendary weapons. We call them artifact gear that
Yeah.
you'll find farther and farther through the game. You'll start finding a lot more of this stuff. crazy magic items.
Not to craft, but to find and
Yeah, so
discover.
sometimes you'll find unique recipes for crafting kind of close to legendary items, but
Yeah.
the real artifacts you have to find through really difficult PvE encounters or just getting really lucky. Like every once in a while, you'll see a meteor come crashing down to the earth.
Is the
and there's a
loot
chest.
is the loot associated with reckonings pretty hot?
The Reckonings don't have that much loot. You will get some. You get some stuff off the Lost, right? Like spirit residue.
Yeah, spirit residue.
But normally the loot you get from the Reckoning is what you steal from the other faction.
More action.
Of course. Oh, you leveled up. You got a new talent point.
I did indeed.
He's much slower than just me being myself.
So yeah, a lot of these things later in the game are really powerful. Like game balance changing powerful. Some of the stuff we've been playing around with is like sprint boots that let you run 10 times faster for a while. There was a staff we made that lets you blink through walls. Lots of crazy things that are really challenge the game. But you can get all the very best stuff in the game, and all you've done is turn yourself into a raid boss.
Yeah, I guess
target.
I guess that's
and
true.
target,
Because you can just
Yeah.
look at it, right? If somebody's pissing you off,
Yeah.
they really can't take. Somebody really can't take all that shit.
Yeah, but so as the game really gets towards the end, we want to take the gloves off when it comes to balance and just let things get crazy. Let people have fun with the end of kind of the end of the progression path, as opposed to just getting 5% stronger every time you level. Big jumps in power when you find some magic artifact weapon is really fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, managed to get both of them at the same time. So again, the question: will we have specific ones that are usable only by different classes? Right now, the answer is no, but
it's cool.
I love the idea. I would be surprised if we don't do that at some point.
Yeah.
Get on it, Jake.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. When in the spirit realm, can people in the real world still see you?
Nude right now, and he's running somewhere, which leads me to believe that he has a body.
Probably.
Given that he is my enemy.
So, Jake, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're in the spirit realm, people can see like the little glowy, like silhouette outline of you, but they can't actually attack you.
Right, yeah. You can only interact with people that are... If you're in the spirit realm, you can only interact with things and other people that are in the spirit realm as well.
But you can banish people to the spirit
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can send people to the spirit realm physically, but you will have to go there as well. I know we
Did you
tamed
did
them out.
this? Look at this.
Did it?
Yeah.
I have a majestic
You
pit.
did it. See, and that pit seems
No, I'm
much
gonna die.
healthier.
Uh-oh.
He's dehydrated.
No, dude, you come on. No, you have this. You have this.
Come on,
If you would've
Jeremy.
if you
Come
would have
on.
got off.
Oh,
probably
and,
Do I get to keep my pig?
he's gonna
Yeah,
guard
he'll
he's
just
guarding your
sit
body
there.
for you.
Yeah, he'll sit there
He's
and
a
wait.
good
till-
boy.
Unless a wolf comes along and kills him, then you're okay.
All right, so we're saying that metal is out
that
here
for
in
pigs?
these Dar Hills.
Revive them.
Metal, is he in the right area here?
It's back even more. It's way back. in
Oh,
that
so
corner.
there's the starting stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he keeps
So
walking
go
in
past-
that almost
past the starting
exact
stones?
direction, he'll eventually run into like the starter quarry, which has metal in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of metal near the edges of the world where it's starting to crumble.
Well, it's also in the caves, but there's bears and stuff in there, and you're not geared to handle
No,
that.
I'm
so-
not. I'm not.
You also
yeah.
don't have a torch, and they get really pitch black if you're all the way back.
Yeah, Dave had one. I assume it's on the creation
It's
tree.
in your basic survival tree.
It might be a little bit to the right from where
right.
you're at, I think. Yeah.
So I
more
have
right.
solved
Nope, those are just
dehydration
shiny
in
rocks.
100% of cases. By
I used that torch to check out the cave.
100% of cases, I solved
Was it-
Did you check out the bear?
dehydration
Was it bad in there?
problems.
There was
Yeah.
a lot of bad flying things, and I pieced out.
There's other
Oh,
ways.
bats.
There's
Nice.
other ways to deal with it, but yeah.
It's not just like a hard
So
time.
it's
Oh, you have a
if
rancid
you're
stench.
At your faction
I mean, your
base,
character
right
has
now,
rancid
the most
stench.
realistic way is to
Man,
just
so
kill yourself
so meat
to resurrect all of those
meat
stats.
goes bad.
It doesn't last very long unless you cook it
But when you have
right
when
away.
you're further out in the wild
Agreed.
in the other biomes,
Well, I know
you
I know
can't
what to do.
respawn
I'm
there,
gonna get
so
some
it's
and
a
cook
lot
it.
harder. Yeah, he will kill your pet, and then you'd have to revive him.
Is there going to be metal down there? Oh, that's a bear.
He's so
What-
slow.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole lot of bear.
That is not somebody you want to meet right now.
Run, Jeremy.
Your repeater is fine, but not against
Jeremy,
a bear.
that's the name.
It's-
No.
Did you name your pig?
Yeah,
It's Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah, you can actually name him, right?
Not in this build.
Not in this
I
build?
mean, it's there, but it doesn't save it. So
Oh, okay.
But I know.
Is he in the right spot for metal here? Like at the edges here?
let me try and. I think it's to the left of where you're at. So if you follow the edge of that world there,
Right here?
The other
to
direction.
your
though?
right now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just follow it that way, and you should eventually hit.
Okay.
But don't find the
But don't
bear.
find the bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't find
Avoid.
it.
There he is.
Oh, here we go. This is a great opportunity over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there should be metal over there.
Hopefully the bear
least
doesn't
one
mind your
or two.
rancid stench.
No, I sort of got a carbon.
Is it? My stench is still
Did
rancid?
you loot it
Oh,
before?
so
you
I
found some
got
more
even
running
more
meat.
gross meat.
I opened
Here,
my
you.
There you
That's
go.
for
now
you.
you smell
so
good.
they
Okay,
harvest
that's-
things
whoa,
for you.
I don't
he's
want
got
any
one.
part
They
of
also have
that.
an inventory.
Yeah.
harvest things for me.
Yeah, those things are scary enough
so pigs-
out here. When
yeah,
you
so
stumble into a dark
If
cave
you're in
and
the
find one,
area
it's
around
terrible.
a bush with a pig, they'll start harvesting bushes for you.
Hey, it's Fuzzy. Look at that repeater. Oh, now you made him mad. Got him. You're welcome, Fuzzy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Will pets get a bigger role in combat, especially other than just the utility role they fill now? Certain pets are very good in combat, and others are more of your utility kind of pets.
Right.
Jeremy,
Hey, look, you found metal.
Jeremy.
Silver ore.
What kind of metal does he need?
Dross.
Right click.
Right click for dross.
That's the
Okay.
scrap.
Yeah.
There you go. You got 2 dross metal.
There's my dross metal. I kept getting silver,
Jeremy.
pure silver.
Yeah.
Like all the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
shit, and all I wanted was like
Yeah.
the worst garbage.
So there's a cave where that bear lives. If you
Indeed.
feel really adventurous and you really want to die, I would advise going in there.
Well, because I'll just lose all my stuff in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
the dross metal that you finally found.
Indeed.
Which we're trying to build a house for you. So
Is there a way to go back? Well, actually, here I can make the tool.
you can make it. Yep.
So
There
there's
it
the
is.
tool. Now I'm gonna need hella wood, right?
Yeah. It actually doesn't cost as much as you would think to build a
To make those big
flimsy
structures?
wooden structure.
Well, yeah, because I remember that dude.
Yeah, he was building pretty quick. Oh, right, there's your rancid meat
Yeah,
from earlier.
I remember that dude, the one who had made that
this big
little
one.
settlement outside the town,
Yeah.
or outside the
Yeah.
village.
Yeah, he was popping
he was
it up pretty
throwing
fast.
stuff up all over the
Not
place.
like those.
Oh, you know what? This is actually a great.
So the frabbit, that little guy that
This is
like
the spot
disappeared
back
underground,
here.
There's some
earlier,
water.
popped back up. He's better at farming bushes than pretty much any other
Go.
creature right now.
okay.
Hey,
I think is he farming
No, you
melons?
need your
I
scythe,
guess so.
your sickle, whatever it's
Hey, melon
called.
farmer.
All right, more questions.
Or
What do
he's
we
staring
have?
at it?
So,
Will the rewards for winning be purely cosmetic, or will there be some sort of talent progression? So there's a lot of cosmetics in there, but there's also a lot of things that you're really going to want
For what?
for the Ascension system.
Okay.
who's this guy? What does
You
he
probably
mean?
know more than I do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we're still in the phase of planning most of it out. Like the system is there, but now we have to fill the system out. We want to do obviously cosmetics like they asked, but perks like the talent system, but things that you can replace your talent system with. So like you can only have 3 spells. You can choose a spell in that Ascension tree to use all the time instead of just one that you would use from your talent tree.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
That makes sense? Sorry,
That looks-
kind of roundabout, but
that looks pretty cool.
yeah.
It is. So
looks pretty cool.
Being not an artist myself, I can say without bragging that this game looks beautiful.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's.
And we're gonna win. I mean, if you look
I see a
at this
tiny
bar,
silver right
it's
there.
looking,
and
it's
that's
looking healthy.
Way more than the other guys. For
It's
sure.
looking real healthy.
So what can I
Alright.
do while I'm on my pig? It seems like I can gore people. Is that correct?
Yeah, so your left click, I believe, your left click is your attack, and then your right click is your harvest.
So
if
tell me
you
about
ride
this
your
armor.
pig,
Tell me about
you
this
can
armor.
harvest things.
The armor.
Or the hammer. So now that I have a hammer.
So
right off and
all you have to do
enemies.
is hit B.
Oh, it's a mode.
There you go. You are now in build mode, and so this is your kind of the center of your
base.
structure.
Yeah.
You can just click and plot that down, and it will create kind of a structure grid.
And
so
then
now
I,
you
and
can-
then I interact with it like so.
Now you can build more around it, assuming you have materials. So if you
Yeah.
you know, let's say you don't have materials, you're missing
exactly,
materials.
exactly. But
And then if you hold T,
okay.
you can get different structure
Oh,
types.
shit.
So this is where you get walls and stairs and floors and all that kind of stuff. And start connecting up and make it piece by piece.
See.
And then
Wait,
there's
wait,
there's
wait,
some
What's-
hotkeys up there at the top, so you can right click to switch to diagonal mode if you don't like squares.
And is the main
You're crafting all.
is Roughwood Log is going to be the
I think so. If you hit B, it'll tell you what you need for the piece you're trying to make. Sticks for you're on the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know what it needs for foundation. So if you switch to foundation, it'll tell you what it costs. It's
I
hold
find this
T.
joke very funny. I am also on. I am on the clock.
Okay, so I can also just choose.
So so you can switch between wood and stone. Stone is much more evolved, but
Yeah.
much
I
stronger.
understand that's not.
Yeah.
So you go back to wood and then hold T to get to foundation again, which should be the bottom left.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Not all
So yeah, it's actually sticks. It's not
the big
logs.
dogs.
I think you need logs to upgrade them, but your base frame.
Oh, your
is sticks.
base frames are just lots of sticks.
Yeah.
Can't do.
Straight up from a standing start.
Luckily,
You know how to get sticks.
I know how to get sticks from trees. Think about that.
Okay. Jump too high on the tree.
You jumped too high.
Wow. You're too good. All right. Give us an inkling about the tech trees and what directions they go.
Well, here. Why don't you answer that question with the help of with a visual aid?
That's the talent tree.
Oh,
tech
definitely,
tree is Y.
Oh,
Y
no.
for tech, of course.
It's fine. Just say connect.
I was going to say I haven't lost my character.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So here's one of them.
You know more than I do. Go for it.
Yeah.
So what do they get near the end, and what are the interesting choices players are gonna have to make?
Yeah, so each there's 4 different tabs, all us basically focusing on a specific material. That's kind of how they're lined up.
Oh, really? Oh, so mysticism is the spirit.
Yeah, and then also plants. So anything like focused with plants. So whether you're going to create potions or you're going to create a new set of cloth armor that is going to help you against poisons or special mystic defenses or attacks or anything like that.
Yeah.
That's all going to be in the mysticism tree. That's also going to be focused on where you're going to be unlocking and upgrading your pets. So that's where you originally unlocked that one right there, the spirit stables.
Yeah.
That's how you unlock your ability to tame pets, and that's how we tamed his pet pig earlier. Actually, if you hit escape and then reconnect.
Oh, so here's my pet slots.
Yeah, so your pet slot there. So mysticism is more focused on the magical side of things, where Invention's more focused on the more mechanical side of things.
Oh shit. Okay, I mean, just as one example. So we go into the potions section. That's 1 square up here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is what you get.
Yeah, it unlocks all of that for everybody in your faction
The
to make
tech,
Yeah.
basically.
And then you have to learn how to craft it yourself too.
Oh,
so
definitely.
you have to go down trees. So it's trees on top of trees. If you like progressing, you're not gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, so it allows you guys to really customize how you want to play your character. So if you want to be like, I'm the potion making guy, you unlock faction potion, and then you get better and better at every potion.
And then you
craft.
focus on that. But
Hey.
Oh wow.
They're
That
beating your
is
pig.
Not cool.
this is
I gotta say,
cruelty.
I'm not taking more of a liking to Pentecost. I'm finding my immediate snap judgment of him to
Was it?
largely-
They're still working. They're trying to
Run,
get
Jeremy.
They're trying to get that boar rib.
Run, Jeremy.
They're trying to get on that boar rib. But take a look at this. So
Mm-hmm.
you get big benefits from this XP wise, and it's also a victory condition.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that you can research is increasing the efficiency of souls going in.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not just craft things that you unlock, it's also buffs as well.
Yeah.
So if you go further down the tree, you might get the ability to get reduced damage to headshots as a buff in research.
Right. Okay, so the repeater that I have is actually the result of somebody putting in
Researching.
research at the top tier.
Yes.
And that unlocked this whole thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which then you have to personally work through.
Exactly. So I mean, how horse shit does it get down here?
It takes a little longer to unlock a lot of the bottom tier things, but there's really cool stuff you're gonna want in here.
Yeah, transmutation, the one you clicked on that says NYI, it's not in this build.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's basically, it's converting other materials into other materials. So if I have an excess amount of wood logs, I can transmute those into a small amount of metal. Kind of
Oh,
thing.
wicked! Like an alchemy type
Yeah.
shit.
Can
Exactly.
I transmute myself into, say, a pig? Is there a shape-shifting class?
It's a good idea.
Not
Can
yet.
I transmute
I'm
the
a great-
pig into
I'm
a
a great
person,
ideas guy.
myself into a pig, then the pig can ride myself.
Yeah.
That would
Consider
be
it.
awesome.
Consider it. Here, so these aren't. So
How high can I stack pigs?
Yeah,
is the answer.
I saw this in one of the tech trees inside the town, but it seemed to imply, it had a banner like this, and it seemed to imply that it was a cosmetic. So there are totems or something like this
So-
that also confer benefits.
Depending on what totem you craft. So there's totems that are kind of cosmetic in the sense where they look cool,
Yeah.
but they also apply a buff, an aura buff, to around anybody standing near it.
Yeah.
So it could be like a weight increase or weight reduction. So what it does is while you're in your faction base, all of your weight is reduced by 50%. So you can carry a lot more in the base between like the sawmill and the woodcutter and everything else. So you're not walking super slow like you were earlier trying to build
Back
the base.
and forth.
Yeah. But then you also have ones that are, that one in particular was for the spirit realm. So if you place that spirit realm totem down, the entire area around you is now the spirit realm. It's like an instant, it's not a portal, but it's like an area around
passage.
you that's, basically. It's
Wild.
really neat.
Yeah, so Mystic has all sorts of really cool flavor stuff, but they're also, I mean, it's also very practical on top of that.
Right.
Definitely. And so that's one out of these
tab.
4, right? And
Yes.
so then, but understand that even individual items on here can represent fucking
Yeah, so you could
13 things.
Yeah, you could have the elixir of cooling there, and then you could also, once you craft enough elixir of cooling, you can make a greater elixir of cooling.
Oh, so these crafts are exactly the same as the other ones. And then sometimes the craft can crit and make something crazy.
So you could get 2 instead of 1.
Nice.
Or you could fail and get nothing.
Indeed. Make the flimsy version.
Yeah.
But they were talking about the tree. I mean, I think this is another type of tree too. It's just a personal tree.
Talent tree, yeah.
Exactly.
Talent tree.
So then there's 4 of these at the top level.
Yeah, and you get to pick 2 of them for yourself.
Yeah, I see I have a second slot right here.
And you can only get the final talent on 1 of them. So you get 2 of them, you get two archetypes, but you only get to be a master of 1 of them. And the masteries are big game-changing type things. Like,
that's
30% reload. I mean, if you're talking about a bow, reload is fire speed. And
so it's pretty fast.
Yeah, and max range 25. So this is your crazy long-range sniper assassin type build.
How do I get him back?
What happened? They killed your
They
pig?
killed his pig.
How do I get my pig back?
Oh, wow. You have to go to the spirit stable and revive him.
Oh, good.
Kiko killed your pig.
Wow, that's messed up.
Because I was about to flip this.
Dave, listen, there's some shit going on. I feel like maybe we need a team building exercise.
I feel like Kiko has organized the rest of the team against me, and I'm fine with calling it bullying.
Oh, there you go. Back to
I think
base
it's,
building.
I think there's a nationalist element to it. I think.
Well, here, so hang on a second. So I can hit T to change structure.
Yeah.
So these are walls.
Yep.
I can just put them on the edges.
Yep. And then actually, if you mouse over one of the walls, and then hit R, you can change variants. So now it's a door frame.
Oh, does it even require any resources?
No.
Okay.
So when it's in this kind of scaffolding mode, you can switch it between different versions, and then once you fully upgrade it into a real wall, then it's permanent. So you have windows, you have door frames, and you have just walls.
So once you set them out, and then of course I can upgrade this to the full wall.
Yep. With logs.
By dumping in wood.
And then you can upgrade it more and more to make it stronger and stronger too. This is a fine example of Rendian architecture.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here. So now we're going to change structure. We got all kinds of good stuff.
So platform is actually the same as ceiling.
As roof?
Floor, ceiling, same thing.
Okay.
So let's see. Platform.
Yeah. So now you can.
That's an orange player.
There you go. And now you're safe from the rain. Oh, you don't have enough logs. Oh.
Don't worry. I know where to get wood.
You know where to get wood.
It's from a special plant called a tree.
Yes.
Well,
And there's lots of them. Question, what's going to be the average server cap, and will private hosted servers be able to change map size and population? Right now, we're set for 20 versus 20 versus 20
Really?
online at any given time.
is that what you did?
So,
That was all his shit.
nice big battles going on there. If you run your own private server, you can set that to whatever you want. You can set it to 100 if you want. Your server will probably crash if everyone tries to log into it. But if you want a smaller, more intimate setting, you want a 5-on-5 game, you can do that. Whatever you want. Well, that was a tricky tree.
Yeah, what?
This
This tree has upgraded itself somehow.
Yeah. Are there levels in the traditional sense? Is there a max level, and how long would it take to get to max level? Yes, there are levels. Jerry's level, I think you got to level 6 now.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
And leveling doesn't directly give you stats, correct? It just gives you It gives you the talent points, and spending talent points does directly give you stats on top of actually giving you talents.
Kind of, yeah. So we didn't want a level 50 player and a level 1 player to be completely outmatched.
Yeah.
The reason why is because it's not a traditional sense where you don't have like a battleground or matchmaking, right? So if you were to join the game 2 weeks after I did, and you started playing, and I'm max level, and you're level 1, if you're a better player than I, you should be able to beat me in a fight if you're just better than me. And if we added raw stats and power to the talent and levels, we kind of defeated that purpose. So talents basically unlock the ability for you to do more things, but doesn't necessarily grant you raw power.
How do I dance?
There are no dances yet.
We had...
It's going to have to happen at some point.
If Dave Hoss was just watching me, resplendent in my new trousers.
You might need to build a new campfire. That one's fuel slots seem to be missing.
Okay.
Now, max level is...
we don't have a max level.
It's just that you get... I think when you get to 50, the curve really starts to get super steep.
Yeah, so, I mean, right now how it takes is like... the amount of time that it took you to get from 1 to 50, it takes you to take from 50 to 51, really. Yeah. So if you really wanted to get level 55 and have 5 extra points, you could. It's just going to take you quite a while.
Is that the same campfire?
No.
Or is that different?
I look resplendent in my new trousers.
It's fancy.
I now realize that
I think your game has decided not to give you any fuel. So you...
I mean, it is a survival game.
yeah.
So.
No, I did the whole plan. I was like, you know what?
You may be able to...
built a pretty
I
big
think if you
base.
relogged real quick, you'd be able to get to it.
It wouldn't let me
Those are
check
way
that out.
better than yours.
Yeah, you have to relog to fix that.
So,
Main menu, and then pop back in.
okay, because it's like, I was going to be like, you know what, Jeremy, listen. I know maybe, maybe things haven't gone the best. But, sometimes I die, like, doing totally normal shit. But look at this. I planned
You're following the rules, you're doing the things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm supposed to be able to get ahead,
Yeah. Sometimes your carefully laid plans don't work out. There we go. Success. Do you have any meat?
I just got some of that.
Oh, it's in your bar.
Just
in case you wanted to eat it raw.
some of that tin.
Oh, it just spoiled just now.
What now?
Wow.
I think Dave Hoss can't do anything to you while I'm in the base.
It was in your hand,
Jeremy,
spoiling on its way. Wow.
It feels personal.
I think
Dave Hoss,
somebody's got it
have
out for you for
sweet
sure.
Armor.
Wow.
So every time you're shooting him, you're actually losing faction.
Well, he shot me first. Is that not taken into account?
No, it doesn't actually.
Let's see. Will you have time to show PvP? What?
Yes.
We're showing it right now.
Yeah, there is. Do we have?
There's been PvP happening. We just haven't seen it on stream, unfortunately.
Do we want to get? Do we want to head? See if we can manage to wrangle people over towards the capture point?
Yeah, I mean, I can. Yeah, let me physically message people on my phone, and then I'll be like, "Hey, meet. We're gonna PvP and set up some."
Does somebody have a cheat to turn on one of the capture points?
I can ask.
All right. So Jake is wrangling the peeps to make this happen. So yes, we do want to show you some PvP. There are really cool mechanics around the capture points and around the reckonings, of course.
Yeah.
Like I said, the capture points, once you own them, your whole faction gets some sort of cool bonus. So you want to hold it as long as you can by building up defenses around it, and then you can do things like spawn at it and teleport to it and things like that. Look at that, you're barely not starving.
Right. Well, I went down and then all I got was a grunter potbelly.
Yeah.
I assume I can't eat that.
The grunter belly,
can't.
no.
No,
You can store water in it though.
So I now have a problem
yeah.
that I've stolen so much of Dave Hoss stuff that I can't walk.
Yeah.
So when one faction wins, what happens? So yeah, like we said, the world will reset. We wipe all the structures, all the characters, and then everyone gets to roll again. But you get the cool ascension points that you can spend for your permanent progression to help you play differently the next time.
You'll probably take damage.
Back to rough arrows. Huh? Did you? Oh, you lost everything.
Oh no, I shot a lot.
Oh, you ran out of. But you're
darts.
making arrows instead of
darts.
See?
Was there not
I'm not the only one that has this problem. It would be in the ammo section.
Oh, it's in the whole other ammo section. Darts.
Darts, yeah.
Venom tipped dart.
Yeah.
How can I see my character?
Oh, just a bunch of sticks. I can get those.
Let's see.
There's no camera.
There's no camera like.
No vanity camera.
Will you get cosmetic items for competing in reckonings? So it's not directly in competing in reckonings. You'll get cosmetics through the ascension system, which you get just for play.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you do better, you'll get more. So winning in reckonings will mean that you can get a little more. So you are incentivized to win, even if all you want is fancy new hairstyles.
Dave, look at my awesome trousers.
I'll
Yeah,
move
that's
it
right.
slightly
How you
closer.
doing? Just notice you're wearing a different kind of trousers.
Wow,
Yeah,
look
these
at
are,
that.
These are pretty good trousers that I'm wearing. I got the whole business.
The whole business.
Do all
cool.
players participate in building lodges and other facilities with their resources? Yes. As we saw Jared doing earlier, whether it's the actual, like the construction building and the adventuring building, everyone can take part into depositing materials to upgrade those, and then even those like the defensive structures, the walls and all that kind of stuff is very communal process. One person's not going to be able to do all that themselves. There you go. Look at that.
Animal blood.
And then, of course, you can build your own personal base and that kind of stuff as well, which, of course, then you are doing all the building yourself. Is there a queue to join with friends? When you create a character, you can pick which faction you want to roll on, so find out which faction and which server your friends are on.
Get it synced up.
And if there's already 20 people online in that faction, then yes, you'll sit in a queue while you get through. But realistically, you and your friends will probably want to find a faction that's not already full and hop in there together.
Yeah, you want to contribute.
So I'm dehydrated and Theghoff is following me around
He's gonna try
like
and
the
steal your
foul
stuff.
vulture that he is.
Trying to get his own
Where's
stuff
the
back
nearest
from
I
you.
can stand to the spawn point so when I die?
Right next to
Right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pretty close there.
That's a great spot. Oh man, I need to go home. People have done a bunch of crazy shit to the town.
Yeah, it's getting pretty awesome.
Pretty built up.
Is the objective of winning basically
away
people
from me,
want to know
Theghoff.
what the reason is to win.
You craven.
It all ties back into the Ascension system. That is your only source of permanent progression, and winning will give you a bonus to that. So
Right.
the more you win, the more quickly you'll be able to progress along the Ascension system for your permanent upgrades.
Theghoff, you cad.
This is a good one. Once you join a server, you're locked in until the reset, or could you restart on a different server? You can make a character on every server, and we won't stop you. But what we don't let you do is hop from faction to faction within a server while it's playing.
Yeah.
If you want to switch factions, you got to wait until
the server
resets, and then you can do it. Because we don't. I mean, otherwise it gets really nasty.
It's shifty.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what did I lose now? I still have most of my stuff. Right?
Right. If you picked everything up off your corpse, you should have everything.
So Theghoff got some of it, I'm not
Oh,
gonna
did
lie.
he? Did
Wow.
he grab some of it?
Yeah.
And was it the stuff that you stole from him, or was it different stuff?
Once I stole it from him, it became my
Oh,
stuff.
that's how it works. So, but now it's his stuff.
Yeah.
Because he stole it.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, okay.
It's
I tried to apply math and logic to these things.
no, that's not how it works. It's always my stuff. Right now, he has my stuff on his corpse.
It's quantum stuff.
Yeah, which is currently living stuff.
So there's a shield there, so you can't shoot through the shield. So he's just gonna walk in and out until you can't hit him.
I need some. If I'm going to shoot a person, I'm going to need lots of rough wood
darts.
sticks.
Yes. So how will you handle server stress once everyone starts building their own private bases? The answer is, if you go out and build a base and you don't claim it with a divinity seed, that base is going to decay pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And you have a limited number of divinity seeds that you can have active. So you can't go and have 18 bases out in the world. You get one, and then you can earn the ability to have not very many
clan
more.
base, and then the faction base.
Yeah. So yeah, there's not gonna. The world isn't just gonna be littered with random bases all over.
Well, and they rot anyway, right?
Well, unless you have the divinity seed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've now become sort of a tax exile, where I have great wealth, but I can't really leave this area
Yeah.
Because you're afraid.
Because he's stealing from his faction mates.
Because judgmental people. I gotta say, I think there's something to be said that Theghoff had that coming when he killed my pig.
I mean, you're not wrong.
When he killed my pig,
Yeah.
his stuff was forfeit. I don't feel bad at all about how this turned out for him.
So you're just gonna go climb to the top of the tower and
Yeah,
end it all?
I'm just gonna go and look at things. I don't need to leave here. This place is nice.
Are there NPCs? Currently, we don't have any NPCs in the game. We do have plans in the future for kind of NPC-driven events, where maybe a spirit will spawn and say, "Hey, I need this to happen," and it starts kind of a server-wide competition between the factions.
But it seems like there's a lot to do with that side of it. I mean,
Yes.
As much as you wanted to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the lore provides us the ability to put in,
Right.
like, bring
Yeah.
in
Give us a lot of
ghosts of
design
deities
space.
and things like that. I mean, you'll see it pop up, and like sometimes you'll see Thor's hammer come crashing down, and you can loot that. So we like to use the Norse lore as a tool for delivering content rather than just making you read text.
Would Thor's hammer be mainly still a throwing thing?
We
would
do
fling
have
it at
plans for
people.
a small amount of melee weapons in that artifact category.
Yeah, we're not opposed to using melee weapons. It's just we didn't want it to be a swing fest with friendly fire where you're constantly hitting your friends.
Yeah.
So that's why the majority of the weapons are ranged based. Doesn't mean we're not going to have melee
Oh,
weapons.
because you have team damage.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're just swinging your sword and you're constantly hitting your friends, that's not really that great.
So now that
gameplay.
now that I have all the stuff I could possibly want, is there a way to turn friendly fire off?
You can make a private server and turn it off, but all your stuff won't come with you. That's not the answer he was looking for. I see that in his face. Are we going to get another key wave for Alpha today or soon?
I feel like
Definitely soon, but I
I feel like
don't
he's
know
doing a
about
role
today.
not touching, can't get mad.
What are cosmetic options like? A lot of what we're looking at right now is different hairstyles, hair colors. What else is Matt looking at?
Those are like the main ones. Probably different face types, I think.
Oh, yeah.
What about team colors?
No, the factions will always be the green, purple, and orange.
Or will I be able to tell a purple or orange person from like the color of their armor? Or is it just the name?
The color of their eyes.
Yeah, the color of the eyes, the tattoos, and then there's, what else is there?
Their tracer fire.
The tracer fire. So
Yeah.
when somebody shoots at you, you can see their color.
Oh, there's also plans for a lot of cosmetic options when it comes to base building. So you'll be able to unlock new recipes through the meta progression system, through the ascension system.
Right.
So you can decorate your base in all sorts of cool. and
Oh,
interesting
there
ways
you
as
go.
Is
well.
there higher tech building materials than this, or it just tends to be what?
Well, so these are all
the aesthetic
frames.
To be, okay.
So
Oh, so I
you can
could
see,
add
actually, yeah.
self-builds.
So if you press and hold F, well, we have that
You have to
chat button
faction
thing.
chat for a sec.
And you also might not have enough faction reputation to do it.
Oh, you can upgrade.
Okay.
Oh, why?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
He was murdering
Oh,
everybody.
Yeah.
you mean as a direct result of his criminal acts?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's really up for debate.
So yeah, you can upgrade more. Like you can upgrade it multiple times, not just once, if you have all the right materials for it. Which you probably don't.
There you go.
Oh,
So
But-
if you were to go to that same wall you just upgraded, and you press and hold F again, you would then upgrade it another time, and then you can do that multiple
this yours?
times. And then every time you do
Oh.
it, it changes.
Oh, did you
So-
turn that into a
and then it
trapdoor?
gets stronger.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
What is
really
that
good for
button
shooting
again?
people down.
Oh, yeah.
down below there.
some of that, right.
Where's the button to make it less of that?
R.
Is this happening? Do we know?
I think you have to. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
already
gotcha.
fixed on our
Oh,
build.
so
It's not
so
on
hang
our
on a
build.
second. So so if someone was attacking your base, is one of the tactics to just make quick trapdoors
Oh yeah.
and shoot down through and then close them
Creative
up?
base building is a big part of defense.
Even live.
Yes. If you have just solid walls, they don't help you that much because you can't shoot out through them. But if you have, put a few murder windows in there periodically, then it's a lot more defensible.
Yeah. So did you say that there was a capture point
Yeah.
we should go take a look at?
Did you?
Yeah, we can't. Unfortunately, not on this build. We can't
No?
force the shield down.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
trying to get them to set up some PvP.
So they can just come attack your base and you
Yeah.
can defend it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
So
can
somebody's
try.
gonna come.
Somebody's coming.
We can just-
we've ordered an assault.
Mm-hmm.
Your
How can we
shit-
get the shields down?
Your shit is all really
They're
great.
just going to be
Yeah.
outside.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna fight them
I made all
outside.
that stuff, and I got it through good play in the spirit that I believe the game was
intended?
Yeah,
All right. That's
why I
that's a
have-
fair opinion.
that's how I have such good stuff. I deserve it. I don't think anyone would doubt that.
Let's see. What would happen if a lot of people suddenly stopped playing? So there's a lot of mechanics that we put in the game to try to prevent the team that's ahead from just getting farther and farther ahead. We call it kind of rubber banding.
Yeah.
We want to make those as subtle and not in your face as possible. But it is more fun for everybody involved if things stay competitive the whole time. And there's a lot of mechanics we put in to prevent people from just quitting if they're behind. Like I said, when the game completes, whether you win or not, you get a huge ascension system bonus.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
yeah,
so there's it's like
you don't want to leave early. You're going to miss out on the bonus.
So it's like a long time ago when Call of Duty started offering XP to stay, like
Exactly.
completing their round bonus.
Because it's more fun if everyone plays the whole time.
Yeah, like a moral person.
Yes.
Well,
won't get into that.
There's always opportunity to come back, even if you're behind. There's opportunity for you to come back. So if you're leaving early just because you think you lost, you could get a random artifact drop in the world that could change the tide for your complete faction, right?
Yep.
So.
I want to see them fighting spiders or worm things from the teaser trailer. Yeah. Are you up for a trip to the swamp?
Well, listen. Show me. Take this opportunity here around the end of this stream to show us some weird shit.
Yeah. So head out that direction.
Over where it starts to get dark.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's some really nasty stuff, and maybe you want to head out towards the fungal area.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We just gotta. He's gonna take.
Yeah, I'm a
Probably
He's gonna be weakened.
gonna die.
I'm a prisoner of
If
my
you
own
follow that
betrayals.
path straight that way, yeah.
And if anybody's listening that's
shoot
in
us.
here playing, don't shoot us, and maybe help us get to these places.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So see
Run.
this kind of path. You can see those like weird like tower looking.
Oh, there's somebody's. Who's that guy?
Oh no.
He's on your faction, though.
They got some hot shit.
Oh, that's a nice wolf. Rating 234. Oh, look, you leveled up killing that.
Did. Yeah. Is that Prowl thing?
Let's see if King Tut will help us get to the swamp and check that place out.
I'm running up. This
Ask him?
road.
You're gonna go.
I don't. He's probably listening to the stream right now.
Oh, he
so-
might be.
Over
Yeah.
the private
You hack that up.
assembly.
You get that. Yeah. Hack that
you
too.
want
Yeah.
And then that's where I'm going, right?
Yeah, that direction.
Oh, no, those are bad guys.
Generally.
No.
Okay.
No.
yeah.
Get back,
There's
whoever that is.
there's bad guys happening.
Uh-oh.
Bad guys
They're
or
fighting.
baguettes?
Fighting.
Baguette.
Well,
see.
actually, fight him. Use your bow.
No.
You see the
Yeah,
brown
I wanna
stain
fight
up in the
my
air?
bro.
Oh, look,
I
more
do.
draw smell.
I don't need it right
think
now. Whoa! What the fuck
yeah,
is that?
That's what do we call those? Is that a draptor?
Yeah, it's a drapper.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Don't fight that guy.
I won't.
I think you want to go a little more to the right.
Yeah, so you can see the purple.
Yeah. So I had some Monster Hunter flashbacks.
Yeah.
Use the other bow.
Okay, so there's the world tree, which is, everyone calls that north, even though it's not, unless
Yeah.
you're one specific faction. There
Right.
should be to the left of north.
But they use.
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
I see
can see
the
the reek.
smog.
Give your spirit ammo equipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the first zone
Oh,
you're
you
going to
go
run
ahead.
into that really visually says this is
Bad.
a bad place. You
Yeah.
don't want to be here.
I don't like it.
Oh, good thing you're not very thirsty
Nope.
because if you drink the water in the
need more
swamp,
allies.
you'll get swamp fever.
So you got to bring
Doing
it.
this, no,
And
I'm
you got to bring lots of water with you. A lot of the creatures, when they attack you, they put pheromones on you that make you really attractive to other swamp creatures. So they start aggroing on you from farther and farther away.
They start piling up.
You start chopping down this thornwood here, and it'll start making you bleed. So you're slowly bleeding to death. So the swamp is one of those places where everything is very slowly killing you. But again, it's got its own set of really cool resources and creatures, and maybe you like it enough to build a home there.
Well, you could.
They're clean.
It's got novel resources.
How good the net code is.
Fungoids.
Because I
Yeah.
haven't noticed it yet.
Yeah.
That's the real. The fact that I just.
So
realized
yeah,
This
you're
is
gonna start
bad.
seeing some
Good.
nasty stuff in here, but it's cool. Well, Merkfin, I knew it had a name.
Ugh.
Oh,
Thanks for helping me out there, Jake.
Sorry, no, we were PvPing, so.
Oh, okay.
I was providing enormous value to the war effort.
Now this looks clean.
Yeah, that one's clean. You can
Is
take
it
that
clean?
one. Yep.
If you get swamp fever, it's Jake's fault. All right, we're good. Oh, and it's gone.
Oh wow.
Now there's no more clean
Ugh.
water. There's a maggot.
Yuck.
Yeah, you can mount those things, just so you know.
And just slurp around on them.
Tell me you don't want. Oh, we have an Alodon over there.
You wanna see the
Those guys
swampy
are
thing?
all in a wasp. Yeah, this is.
Go up close.
So the Alodon is like. I'm gonna totally do this math incorrectly. We're gonna go with half scorpion, half like hammerhead shark.
Are maggots
half
aggro?
something else.
Yeah. They will aggro you.
Oh, they're so
God,
gross.
he's so slopey.
Dude,
You
you
want
see him
right one,
slurping
don't
away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want to take him into the spirit realm and you want to slurp away
Are maggots.
They're
rideable?
really, yeah,
Yes,
they're
they
really
are.
cool mounts. Actually.
deeply.
Their animation's really fun.
Did you guys didn't make it to the?
Well, no, because we got cut
Oh,
off by PvP.
because you
So
told
they're-
everyone to come kill you, and then they did.
Yeah.
Hemlock
and somebody else.
still just
Okay, and so these beasts out here, these are a cut above
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're much harder.
the
than
ones
the
back
ones.
home, right?
Yeah.
And as a result, they're going to be dropping other shit that we need for the more advanced trees.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, all the wood here is new wood. All the stone is new stone. Lots of new plants. There's all
New original hardwood.
original. Actually, it's what is it? Is it razor wood? Is that what it's called?
It sounds yeah.
We
Yeah.
have thornwood and hardwood in this area.
Oh, thornwood and hardwood. So yeah, lots of stuff to do in these, and then this is kind of like I said, this is one of the first. Oh, is that a spirit chest? That's a spirit chest.
I saw it glowing. Oh fuck!
Oh, that's
fuck,
an
what the fuck
Aladon.
are you?
he's gonna
You
murder
are in
you.
trouble.
Oh yeah, so they were building like a little outkeep right here to try
There's some
and hold
wasps
this
over
area.
there. They're not friendly either.
He
So watch out for the Aladons. They can go invisible for a little while,
Okay, so
and they
that's
kind of
why.
like teleport around and appear behind you and continue murdering. Oh, there he is. Aladons.
There's no chance that I'm better at this game than any of these people. Like, zero.
Well, they've all been playing the game for so long too, so it's gonna be.
Honestly, I'm surprised you're still alive. So
Edwin sounded very
congratulations.
strong, and everybody says so.
you're basically meleeing with the.
So you can't open that unless you're in the spirit world. You can see it, so we can tease you
Even
with it.
Wolf.
But if you
Knock
had
him
some way of
back,
getting
yeah.
into the spirit world, then you can go grab that chest.
And we know that there's things in the tech tree that allow that.
Yes, the mystic specializes in that specifically. But you can craft
assassin,
you can
so
craft
it's a higher
potions that'll
jump.
take you there, all sorts of stuff.
So tell me where these. Oh, tell me where these spiders at.
The spiders are where we were sending this guy over
Yeah.
here.
Now
Oh.
we're PvP.
Then now he's being a wasp braid black up. Yeah.
I saw what
You just see
what
the-
is almost certainly a delicious
Yes.
resource.
Oh, you got him. You killed him.
I'm a good guy.
You guys
You
just
killed
won.
him.
You won PvP. Good job.
Is Dave with you?
Did I get spirit? Did I get spirits?
Yeah, they're right there. Look,
Did I get
turn
spirit
around.
residue?
There they
Yeah,
are.
so you
get
can
it.
take those.
Harvest
Use your
those.
tool. Yeah.
Residue.
Yes. Oh, you got good looking armor over there. What happened?
Yeah,
He stole
I'm
Oh, that's
from
what
the
you stole
He
from the
crafted
goats.
it by hand.
Yes.
Seghost messed with me, killed my pig,
And you got
and
the
now,
last laugh.
now I have his trousers.
Did you loot his?
You can
stuff?
try running
From
over
the
the
guy?
spider zone. You might
Yes,
make
I
it.
believe so.
So
I didn't
You
check
got
who
nothing to
was
lose at this
better.
point.
where's it at, right?
Where's the tree?
I feel like I'm at the peak of the
hang on
current
a
tech
second.
tree, such as it stands. I feel like everyone has roughly this level of stuff.
Yeah.
Tree is right that way.
All right,
You gotta
so
do
it'll
more
be in that
research to
direction.
unlock better gear.
I'll go take a look at that zone. Maybe they'll
Now
kill
that you guys
someone.
killed those
Yeah,
guys,
so
keep
if you
running
went
that
straight
direction.
ahead
right
towards the
there.
tree, you end up in what's called the Highlands.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of the
PvP.
big. Well, there's a lot of
happens
that's where
there.
there's a lot of capture points up there for there's
Yeah.
there's PvP. It gets really cold at night, so you have to have
Also,
proper
fires are
clothing.
required.
You have to have proper clothing at the very least.
Guff right now. Is this good? Is
I don't think you can make it up that little hill.
Is there an easy way for me to go? Oh, this is better than my current stuff.
Just by hovering and comparing to what you
You just go by what looks better.
Yeah.
And then if you get beyond that, then you make it up into the snowy peaks.
Oh, there
where-
we go. Oh, yeah.
Look at somebody built a nice
Well,
base.
I was
over
just going
there.
to say, and I'd seen that from back at the house.
Yeah.
I had seen that Frost Peak, so that's actually a place you can.
Yeah,
it's a place you can go.
That's a zone.
and
It's,
Takeoff.
it's very cold there at all times. But there's lots of cool stuff up there. And so you're headed over towards the forest, which will then turn into what's the name of the mushroom area? We'll find out if Jerry gets there because it'll tell us in the middle of our
yes.
screen.
I don't know. We just named it. It's like dire.
Mushroom Town.
Mushroom Town.
No,
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Bongoids.
Yeah.
Yixin. So if we kill this guy,
So you see the big monoliths up there. Those are in the Highlands. There's all sorts of cool,
only
magical,
if you guys
mystical stuff up there.
And they're go-toable?
Yeah,
So
you
Mystic
can go
Zone-
to everything.
Is there a zone? Whoa.
I didn't put my.
Is there? I see this dude. He's knocking people around on that dog.
Yeah.
So does every zone appeal to a certain one of those trees?
A lot of them are going to be more appealing to different trees than other ones are.
Yeah.
Mostly
So that's the
it's a
mystics like that.
It's gonna be a lot harder.
Mostly it's a personal choice. Like,
Oh.
what do you want to get involved in? Because you're not going to have time to really do every single thing before you get to the end of the game. And so you're really kind of charting a course for yourself. I feel like horsehair.
You get it from creatures.
Ooh, where'd you get that bow?
My
Did you steal that from somebody?
You got it from base.
I made it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's that, but that Ixen, I need that to make one of the more advanced
They're aggro. They will
repeaters.
Oh, the Ixen thread.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can tame those guys.
You'll see a lot of them up in the Highlands. Let's see. So hey, go a little bit to the right towards the other. You can see kind of the spores over there. So this is another one really visually cool looking zone. Oh, we got the terror birds over here.
Chocobos.
Oh man, those are
Do a
rough.
lot of damage, so they make
Oh, that guy's pet just died. That is. Oh, and you can get some stuff from that guy.
It's a proud tradition.
No, I need Thegos to know that we are not all like
I have stuff that I could give you.
Like
so,
Tabernac.
So watch your tongue, Hawkins.
Watch out for the terror birds there.
Jerry, I can give you stuff if you stop for even a moment.
Oh no, I got stuff.
Probably have
don't you
spare
think?
stuff.
Don't you think?
Doesn't
Oh,
seem
see
like it.
one of the chargers over there too.
Yeah. See, these are some very large birds.
I mean, I can see your
Oh yeah,
stuff,
they
is what
will.
I'm
They will
saying.
ruin your day for sure.
Oh wow. So is the charger this
The thing with the horns. Yeah.
this horned creature?
Yeah. He's the one. He harvests stone. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Harvest
if you-
stone?
Yeah, if you bring him on as a pet, you can set him into harvest mode, and he'll just walk around harvesting stone and carrying it around for you. Oh,
This guy looks like he's presenting.
there he is.
What? I don't.
Oh man.
Why me?
Because you look like an easy target.
Yeah.
He's called
Oh, then
Rog,
now you can
though.
run past them.
How can you hate a
Perfect.
How can you hate a creature called Rog?
Oh man, you guys are in trouble. Well, that was
Yeah,
a
they are.
rating 415. That's a good pet.
Yeah, it's decent.
So some pets have
That's halfway to the max.
enthusiasms.
Yes.
What might a 1,000 pet look like? Would he be some kind of stranger creature, or would he just be a very
Anything
good
can
pig?
be 1,000. It's
Okay.
just
You
really
could get
rare.
one of those cystic pigs, and he could be 10,000.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any animal blood.
So animal blood is actually a byproduct of meat.
Okay.
Agreed. That's well put.
Yeah.
Yes. I want to see them spider worm things. We're working on that.
I need to go home because I'm going to die soon.
Can you give us an ETN when we'll be able to stream Rend? We'll be having answers about that very, very soon. As we announced, what was it, 2 days ago now? We're going to be opening up early access on July 31st. We definitely want to get some streamers in before that. So if you're interested, reach out through the channels and we'll work on that with you.
Right.
Sorry, I just saw Thakos running off to his corpse to get his stuff. He's going to be disappointed when he gets there.
Oh, so look, he almost made it to the.
Yeah.
I'm
just
very
dodge
clever.
Nixon.
Nakedly, which is impressive.
I'm yeah.
I could have given you
sad.
armor at any point, Jerry.
I'm not sure how
I
much
have
it
the
would,
flock over there.
I'm not
Watch
sure
out.
how much it would help.
I have so much armor that it's becoming annoying.
It's a nuisance.
Yeah.
So we're still technically in a tier 1, like in terms of your research.
Yeah.
The area you're going to is a tier 3 in the sense where it's like your different levels.
He's saying you're
So
not going to live very
You're
long.
not going to live.
Oh,
But
no,
you can
no.
see something
Yeah.
cool.
No,
when
no.
you
But
die.
I wanted to before we
yeah.
before we say goodbye, I just wanted to show them
Some of the
where it goes.
yeah.
Yuck.
So this place is disgusting.
Oh,
the swamp is
yeah.
bad enough, but this is. in
Oh,
my
no,
opinion,
it
much
moves?
worse. Oh yeah, it pulsates.
Now,
Yeah. It's,
where can people acquire Rend right now? I know it's in alpha.
right now, you can sign up for the alpha still on our website, rendgame.com. But like I said, you only got to wait 2.5 weeks,
Yeah.
and then you can get it on Steam.
real soon.
It's right
Oh my
around the
God,
corner.
are these?
Uh-oh.
So-
those are spider eggs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
so-
just so
that's
you
not
know.
a stone. Okay.
You don't have the required tool tier
Yeah, your
to
tool
harvest
is-
that stuff yet. So it prevents you from being able to like jump tech tiers. So you have to research the better.
There's a spider.
God, I don't like this. Sorry, I don't like the sound.
How much
It's terrible.
Are any of these food?
Or any of those.
Do I have anything that is
Oh, dude, did you rob a very
He has a
you
ton
have
of
a-
armor that he stole.
Yeah, wow.
savvy
I-
character?
For armor.
Wow.
Can
you
I
got
eat
fur
that
armor.
fur
That's
armor?
nice.
What can I eat? I need to eat something.
I don't
badly.
think you have any food. Well, strike fine you could technically eat, but it's poison, so you don't want to eat
You
that.
can eat it.
You can eat it, but don't eat it.
How's
Where-
mulching work? So this is
Where
a
might
question
I
of
find
You could eat your raw meat too. It'll just poison you a little bit.
Yeah.
But you'll be not hungry.
It'll only poison you a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Food poisoning. 'cause you
Yeah.
ate
somebody had a
raw.
question about demolishing and how we
That's
put
fine.
protection against that. We talked about
Yeah.
the faction rep system, where you can't. The dangerous things like demolishing buildings, you have to have a very high rep with your faction in order to be able to do that.
Oh,
So-
I see. So it's gated. It's gated by like the same person who could destroy it would be the same person who would have built it all.
Exactly.
So it probably wouldn't happen.
And, well, if he did, there's a good reason for him to do it.
Yeah.
He's basically through
good-
his
he's
actions
fixing
he's shown
something.
that he's trustworthy.
Exactly.
And how does one lose faction rep aside from the ways that I found? Because currently I found not having faction rep to be wildly profitable.
Yeah. There's some content.
Yeah.
We're exploring the PvP
What
states.
stuff I can craft now? I'm going to look at my crafting things because I haven't looked for a while, and I feel like I should.
Oh,
be able
yeah.
to craft
So one of the,
you want
one of the things that
buckets.
factions do is they'll build chests in the base that have reputation requirements on them.
Right, and you won't be able to access them unless you have the required faction. Right?
Yeah, I saw that in the crafting tree.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting thing. Why don't you hit a few more questions?
Yeah,
and
let's
then we
see.
can say
Is the
goodbye to our
game
special
true
friends.
full loot? Yes. Unless you're in your own base, you're going to lose everything. If you're in your own base when you die, then you will retain the stuff that you have equipped and lose everything else. Let's see. Can players have different characters with different servers? Yes. You can
Yes.
have one character per server, as many servers as you want. A month is a long time. Do trees grow back? Yes. Everything grows. All the resources will respawn over time. Some more quickly than others. Information on the specs required to run this game. We don't have a specific min spec at this point, but it's not this game does not require a beefy machine.
Well, it's not crazy pants. So just as an index, this one over here is decent. Is this board still a 980 over here, Josh? Yep. Yeah, I mean this is nothing crazy over here, but it's way more than that, which is on a laptop with the mobile version of
Yeah,
that.
and he's running on max settings.
Yeah. So I mean,
It is
He was
fairly well
PvPing and
optimized.
had no lag.
it works.
Yeah,
Price drop.
I haven't had any.
Random spawn structures to explore. It'll be player created stuff. We won't spawn structures, but there are all sorts of
points of
things that
interest.
spawn around the world. You'll see, a meteor crashes the Earth, and there's a treasure chest that landed. You'll see. Tyler's working on these stones that you can
Shrines.
find around the world that are like shrines that you'll be able to start a little event or give yourself a little bonus.
Not necessarily quests, but things in the world to interact
Yeah.
with that are points of interest.
Random boss creatures, so lots of random stuff to
Well, here,
shake things up.
I think I can answer this one. You tell me if I've done it correctly.
Okay.
Flamester, question: maximum supported population for server, because more is always better. Right now, when I say we, of course I mean them. 20 v20 v20.
That's right.
Right. But of course, you can do custom servers, and you can play around with the player counts on those.
Yes.
Right.
We'll try to make it work as high as we can.
I
but
listened.
Servers have to function. Is this game designed with mods in mind? Yes, it is. We are working on a mod kit. It probably won't be ready day one of early access, but it's something that we're going to be very proud of when we put it out.
Oh yeah.
We've actually
it would
been
live forever. I mean,
yeah, we've been working with our designers so that when they ask for a feature, we don't give them that feature. We give them the ability to make that feature themselves. And that's,
interesting.
And so
the pipeline has to be right,
yes.
basically.
And so the idea is that rather than just making new content like creatures and items and that kind of thing, you can actually make entirely new game mechanics in the mod system. So people will make new versions of Rend, and that's cool. But they'll also be able to make brand new games in our engine, and that's what we want to support.
Yeah. Immortality.
Yes. Official, unofficial servers, yes. We'll have a bunch of official servers, and anyone who wants to can run their own private servers and set up exactly what they're looking for. Flying mounts, not an option right now. It's definitely something that comes up periodically, as it's really cool, but it's also really dangerous. If we do it, we'd want to do it right. We don't have a plan for doing it right.
Now, unscathed, is dehydration the number one cause of death at early levels? Can you gain hydration from anything besides drinking water?
I'm about to die.
A lot of the plants will have like if you're drinking the melons, it'll give you
Yeah,
hydration
the
as
melon
well.
gave me a little bit of food and a little bit of this over here.
But as you get further into the game, food and water becomes less of
Super trivial.
It becomes trivial.
Yeah. You have different ways of holding it. The biggest source of death, at least in the game that we played, is Patrick Groom.
Yeah.
Yes.
However, I think Thagos may have just got my last laugh.
Somebody's asking about
I should have kept on
collecting
my-
rainwater or any other weather
Actually,
models. We've been working on that designs for weather.
Well, because the puddles can be consumed, so it makes sense that
Yeah.
Right.
We're working on the area right under the world tree is called. I'm sure it has a better name. We always call it the center.
We call it the center. But
hey, that works.
We're working on some really cool stuff
yeah.
for that that has seasons and like seasonal
No, that's
patterns
all
to it.
real. You can go up there, you
We'll
can
be
climb those
revealing that
mountains.
later, but yeah, we want to do a lot more with weather and seasons and things like that because it's cool and interesting. Next, before we did this one.
A pretty high level area, I'm guessing.
That's-
it's the highest.
Yeah, that'll be the highest area when we launch in early access. Now
That's
we'll be
your
adding
end
more
game.
content after that.
Yeah.
We have plans for a big cave system that goes underneath that, and then portals to other worlds. We're working on what's the frozen one?
Niflheim?
Niflheim.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I know that it's a Heim.
Yeah, it's definitely a Heim. This game help balance between people who can play 2 hours in the evening, people who play 8 hours a day. Yes, this is a game where no matter what type of player you are, you have a home. It's not you don't have to compete against 20 other
part
people.
of the
You
team.
have a team, and whatever you bring to the table can be used. If you're not into PvP, if you can't play 8 hours a day, but when you come in, you like to go and just harvest the crap out of rocks and trees.
Well, yeah,
you're a useful member of the faction.
And so this entire sort of like lattice framework around here, this is like the lightest form
Yes.
Yeah.
of the construction. Anyone can go up and complete any of those projects. Like somebody laid the foundation around, right? And then any person could come back, gather the wood and trees and stuff around there,
Yep.
and push the base.
Yes. There's something for everybody. Does loot disappear? Yes, your body will eventually decay. I think it's like 20 minutes. It might be even longer.
I think it's 30.
30 minutes?
Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there loot rarity? Yes.
Well, I've definitely seen it. Certainly in craftable loot.
Yes. You'll see random affixes to make things, change up as you craft them. When you have those chests that spawn, there's random loot in there. There's lots of levels of loot.
Yeah.
Do the water puddles regenerate over time? Yes. In the long term, we'd like to tie that into a weather system, but that's not today. Can you get to the floating islands in the back? Currently, no. There was
the big floaty ones?
There was one that you could get to at one point that had like a rock bridge that went to it, but the bridge was harvestable.
Yes.
So that was really funny.
It was cool, but it was also like terrible because
Super trolly.
really killed you.
Wow.
And you know what I did after that? Seized the means of production.
Wow.
Workers' revolution.
Well, listen. It seems like this has gotten out of hand. Before things move into abject criminality, it's probably time for us to pause the stream. Jeremy, Jake, thank you so much for coming and showing us your cool shit.
Oh, thank you for having us.
No, I really, really appreciate it. When you're doing early access or when you're starting to push things forward, if you want to come back and show off again, I would love to see it.
Absolutely. And we'll be happy to come anytime.
Well, this is where we're at.
All right,
Thanks
now
so
we
much.
know where to find you.
Indeed,
Can't hide.
Frosty Studios, thanks so much. Hey, channel, thanks so much for rolling through. Hopefully we had a chance to answer your questions about Rend. It sounds like they'll probably be coming back at some point, so we can get to some other ones later. Until then, thanks so much for watching.